activating microphones and things. Boop, 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 boop. Oh, wait, what? Huh? Wait.
Roll it a whack.
Oh, wait. That's
Uh-oh.
right. There we go. I made a duplicate page in OBS so I wouldn't kill my original settings.
Perfect.
Rearranging people, and then didn't click the correct frame. Technology. It's amazing. Welcome back. We are having some behind-the-scenes confusion issues. We are sans Norvin tonight, and we don't know why. So, hopefully we'll...
If you have seen this missing Furbolg, please contact us.
Have you seen this Furbolg?
We need to pay what do you call them, the shouters in town. Just be like, if you have seen a missing Furbolg of heavy armor, please contact the church in Saturn.
Rezzy, we love you. We want you back.
Right.
Come back.
Let us know. It may be a Discord account issue or something. We're not, like we said, we don't know, and we just started changing other social media infos to keep in touch in case something went wrong with Discord, and apparently not quite in the nick of time. So we'll hopefully touch base and figure out what's going on by next week. But
to quote what Robbie said earlier, where are you?
Where are you? If we're off key enough, we won't get a copyright strike. I think that's how that works. So last week we had come to a pseudo conclusion. The city has had some turmoil and is currently considering options for governance after the high priest of the Church of Ilmer was murdered in the night.
Assassinated.
By unknown figures.
Some unknown ne'er-do-wells assassinated the high priest and dumped him in the river. Based on really solid intelligence from a known criminal.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy. New nemesis.
Later.
DMs,
New nemesis.
DMs sometimes get double nat 20s, and sometimes they're on saving throws for suggestion spells and subsequent deception checks. So that happens sometimes. I am the fist shaky.
Damn you, Jeff.
We'll kill him later. Not Jeff.
Not Jeff.
Damn,
I will
the god
cross the border.
I've killed gods before.
Right. All right. So basically, to summarize, there's a calamity happening within the next year or so. We have learned there is an entombed high priest of Corlun in some way under the city. There is a need for another 10,000 gold pieces of diamonds in order to activate the scroll for their resurrection and supposedly avert some sort of cataclysm. So the group is
now Robbie feels personally responsible for it.
Due to some journal entries that were found, learned that was kind of the secret motive of the high priest the whole time, was trying to collect enough funds to get the diamonds necessary to complete this ritual in time, while still caring for the people of the city and doing his level best to keep people safe and healthy. But several proposals have been made. The Elven kingdoms from the north have come down with troops to keep the peace and proposed taking over with a half-dragon, half-elf general in particular, kind of leading the charge, very matter-of-fact type of leader. A bit more flowery and yar the people kind of message from the not quite pirate establishment that runs the coast. And this spot would be an ideal location for either group to get control of. As well as a screaming baby that is currently complaining that my wife ordered approximately 100 oysters that just showed up like an hour ago. So shucking is happening.
Why?
Why? I don't know, man. They've had a week. we had
That is fair.
we had hate crime in the country this week, so that was great. Yay, America!
Oh no.
Oh no. It's just like the downer version of the America song from World Police.
Hey, Canada is having more Asian America hate crimes than the U.S. right now, per capita.
Yikes.
I
And
learned that the
Ontario's
other day.
having its third wave.
Fun.
So Canada's kind of fucked right now too.
There's a weird number 1 on the Asian hate crimes. Oof. These are rough times. We're gonna play some D&D.
Yes.
Relax for a little bit.
Escapism.
Oh my.
Yep.
That's why I have 4 games a week.
Right. Reality's hard. Okay, so all right. Circumstances in tow. My brain's a little, but we will move on and get into it. And oh my goodness, my brain is so I didn't update the title. do.
Arvin, come back!
So did we decide how we were getting to the Dwarven Kingdom up north?
Foot.
Or
feet work fine.
we could take a boat.
No.
Take a
Literally can't land.
Or,
Oh.
no land boat.
Well, I shouldn't say
Dive
can't.
boat.
You can certainly try. A series of strength
We'll
checks
push it.
would be needed to take a boat.
We'll push it. Put it on wheels.
Not sure the purpose of taking a boat would be, but
We'll do the thing where like you put logs so that you just roll across the logs all the way to the Northern Kingdom.
yeah, it's when someone's
Yes.
really obstinate about their preferences about transportation or anything else. Somebody's just like, I want pizza, and be like, we don't have a pizza place in this town. Like, I will drive 3 hours. It's like, dude, just have a tacos.
I will make pizza.
That's
All
happening in my other D&D campaign. Pizza doesn't exist, so our warlock is doing everything in his power to get his character to be the inventor of pizza.
Off-brand taco. He's off-brand taco the wizard.
Off-brand taco? Maybe. So, everyone... I was going to say roll initiative, but that's actually not necessary at the moment.
Here.
So you all have had quite a series of days and have found yourself in the middle of a city that is having its own pseudo-turmoil and is deciding what to do with their time and days and how to decide how to govern themselves. And you all have to decide what you would like to do, if anything about that, or moving on to other adventures.
It sounds like we need to start other adventures or else the world's gonna end.
Well, that, and I think these people will be alright now.
Yeah,
Whichever way this goes.
it's not our problem
people-
anymore.
Well, that's, and we're not necessarily citizens of this place. It's time. I think it's time to let them decide for themselves.
I heard something interesting while I was down at the docks. Someone had the idea of making this one city into 2 separate ones. I mean, it's big enough. It's separated anyway. Why not have one side governed by the church and another side, governed by the people who like to fucking complain?
Again, not really our problem anymore, and I doubt they're gonna listen to 3 random adventurers who just arrived in town a couple days ago.
Yeah.
They're certainly not going to listen to me.
I don't really feel. I mean, and especially not me anymore. After that very public humiliation yesterday.
I beat up a guy and threw him off a bridge. For seemingly no reason from the outside. And now and now
I
I can punch fire.
I was thinking about maybe doing something to get the high priest back.
And
Lucian,
how
I went to
exactly
go.
do you intend to do that?
Oh, you need a
Lucian,
body for most resurrection spells.
I went to go talk to your patron. Um,
Oh
he
no.
has the body.
He doesn't seem like one that gives up things he has so easily. And they seem to be doing just fine without him.
But what if we need him? I mean, he knows more about the shit that's going on than we do.
Okay, side quest, then.
But if we bring him back, won't
could
he
Explain.
know it was us that killed him?
That's another good point.
I don't really feel like going to prison or being executed. Because those are probably, of the options there are with that, those are probably the most popular ones for them.
Yeah.
People
Especially,
were spinning stories. We were following the intel that we got, but now that we know different, we want to help him with his ultimate goal, his ultimate cause. If we can calm him down enough to explain that to him, we might be able to get his help.
Again, we did murder him.
personally, I've never apologized to someone I've killed before.
And personally, I've never
I
been
don't
killed.
think it would go well.
I did crack his skull, and I think Norvin murdered him with magic touching. Which sounded bad as it came out of my mouth. But I had already committed.
Nice. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Just skip town and go find some diamonds?
I mean,
Well,
does anyone know of any? I mean, there
We-
there are other ways to make money as well.
I know I do have another option. We could go find my parents. But that's probably a non-starter. I have no idea where they are.
Jeff,
Yes.
would I have an idea just because of my relation to him? Would I know whether or not he would still have the diamonds at all, or if he would have gotten rid of them?
Oh,
Like, would he have used them?
you well suspect, because he showed up with, like, mercenaries, you well suspect he took the diamonds he had gathered and
Okay.
pawned them off for gold to, pay people.
Alright.
So they are probably mostly, if not entirely, all well and gone. Although he's still sitting on a bunch of cash because of where he is and what he's doing.
It's true.
I'd go find my
And
parents.
I am
again.
technically the heir. Ah!
So it sounds like we have a couple options.
I have to tell you both something.
Oh, do tell.
So,
Do you remember that name in the book?
Vaguely?
Zarek? That's my uncle.
Wait, the guy who stole the
Eh,
sword and the diamonds?
Yeah. Used that sword and those diamonds, I believe, to seize power in the place I once called home.
Oh, what I'm hearing
shit.
is a guy we need to go beat up.
Well, he is most likely sitting on a pretty significant sum of money.
And we could use that money.
The only problem is that sword. That sword
About that
was... It cut through men like they were ash. It's not something I'd want to tangle with so flippantly.
On second thought, let's wait to go fight your uncle. So, we seem to have narrowed it down to two options. We could go up north, where we know there are diamonds, Or we could go find my parents again. But,
And how do you propose that we find your parents?
well, they're pirates.
Huh.
On,
How did I not see that coming?
on second thought, I do have what's probably not the best idea, but it is an idea on how we could find them.
You
Hey,
have an idea like that every 5 goddamn minutes, Lucian.
my idea is we buy a nice looking boat and wait.
That's a terrible idea. You're right, it is a terrible idea.
I did come out front with it as a terrible idea.
I'm glad you
It's
did
a really
that.
shitty idea.
So, do we just... Because Lady Firehair, said that there is a place north of here where we could collect diamonds. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's our best bet.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The only question is,
How do we get
do
there?
we take these diamonds for ourselves once we take them for Lady Firehair? Or do we sell them to her for, what was it, 5 times the cost, and then buy more diamonds with that 5 times cost?
She was.
I mean, that's pretty smart. That way we get cash and diamonds.
And we do have a year.
It's, theoretically a year.
Ish.
Gods don't tend to be reliable sources on timelines, as I've found in different stories.
For clarification on a few points, the timeline you all heard was within a year on his post before
Yeah.
the riots the other day, which could be anywhere from tomorrow to a year. And and Lady Firehair was agreeing to any diamonds you brought her, she was going to pay double for, because she also let slip that she then sells them at quadruple to the church. Which makes you imagine the tax impact that actually occurred to acquire these 15,000 gold worth of diamonds may have been actually 60,000 gold worth of coin.
Damn.
Desperate times.
Yeah. So we somehow need to come up with 10,000 gold pieces worth of diamonds for an undetermined amount of time within a year.
Well, let's go see some dwarves then.
Let's go bug some dwarves.
Sure.
Let's get
I'd like to...
perception checks from everybody. Let's see where you're at.
Okay.
Dragon
9.
9.
Ooh,
17.
third roll was good.
Oh, let me guess 1.
19. Yeah, I got a 1, and then a 3, and then a 17.
Oh yeah, cause halflings and dagger stuff. So
Double advantage.
believe between Charlie and Ravi, the two of you spot a couple things. There's Norvin waiting outside, and there is a young dwarven man would be a stretch, but probably technically. But there is a older boy to young man dwarf that is like sitting at the bar chatting with one of the bartenders. That's
it's like Demi Boy?
Demi Boy. No, probably technically, probably adult, but probably freshly reached adulthood.
Can we hear what he's saying?
Beard, not much longer than my current growth. Like not quite enough to braid, but there's still like an attempt that's been made. And is sitting there, and it seems to be just like kind of like one hand has like a mug of stew, and then and is like reading a tome on the table and looking up to chat with the bartender occasionally. And then Norvin is like sitting outside and kind of makes eye contact and gives like the wave of like hey, let's chat.
Walk on over.
Yeah, I guess I'd head over.
Right.
I will follow them.
Once I can speak English again.
Words are hard this week.
English isn't real.
Right. Nothing's real. All words are made
I'm-
up. So, Norvin just kind of kneels down, for lack of a better term, to be eye level with most of you. It's just like, look, I have some things to atone for here, and things aren't that stable yet. So if you all need to go rush out pretty soon, I'm gonna be staying here for a bit. I might be able to catch up with you if things calm down, but I'll keep an eye on things here. Make sure there's a safe area for us to do the ritual. If you all can get enough diamonds for this to happen.
Well, if we don't see you again, Norvin, it's been a pleasure.
Arrivederci.
Yeah, it's
Thank
been
you.
nice
I
having you on our team, man.
Stretch my hand out to shake.
Engulfs your
Yeah.
hand and start to the forearm and be like, it has been a pleasure, and thank you all for making sure I didn't sink to the bottom of an ocean.
You're welcome.
Okay, wait, I've always wanted to do this, and I grab his hand and I, like, put it up to my face to see how big it is in comparison to my face.
You feel his fingers like
Your whole head.
scratch the back of your head.
So you have you
that's
seen the
so
thing with like
nice.
Andre the
Okay.
Giant on the set of The Princess Bride?
Yeah. Yep.
I'm gonna try and find it if you have it.
Such a good movie.
That movie is so good.
Gives you all a nod and starts heading back to the church where there's.
My name is Nico Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
When he turns around, I slap his ass.
He's like an armor plate, ching, and like falls down and like dangles by his butt. And he's just like, that doesn't fix till the evening. You get.
Gosh, you almost made coke come out of my nose.
Oh
Who?
my goodness.
Which of us?
I had a.
Jeff,
Yeah. What?
you almost made coke come out of my nose when you said that.
Famously got my my best friend's brother to spit wine almost onto his rented
Ooh.
tux at my best friend's wedding with an improvised
no.
speech that I didn't know I was gonna make.
Sorry about that. My dog hopped the fence.
Ooh,
Oh,
always fun.
Luckily into a neighbor's backyard, though, so.
Okay, with Canada, I never
Yeah.
know if it's gonna be a neighbor's yard or like a moose patch.
yeah, the entire wilderness. The
Yes.
entire wilderness.
Yes,
He
the
escaped
famous
the
moose
igloo.
patches of Canada.
The famous moose patches of Canada.
He
Was the one
escaped
thing
the
we
igloo.
learned in American public school about Canada are the moose patches,
We have.
Is that it's cold and there are moose.
right?
What's funny, and it's actually true, is that the orca whale is a common predator of the moose.
Yeah, we've talked about that one before. Yeah, the
It's
I
stupid.
always understand when they gloss over the War of 1812, but but the rest
We'll
we
do
should
it
probably
again.
know a little
Two
bit about,
wars that America's lost.
right? Ah.
Hey, at least you guys haven't lost a war to emus.
Hey, I'm
Good
not even
point.
sure my family was American at that point. I think we might have been still Canadian at that particular year. So, winning side of all the wars. It's not true. It's not true. So,
The tick at this point.
anyways, moving on. So, the three of you are currently outside the Flapping Dragon, the slow creak of the mechanical metal wings that flap with the dragon that they have outside as advertising. Ravi.
Two things. I would like to see if I can pick up a map anywhere. Just so that we have a better idea of where we're going.
We don't have a ranger.
Exactly. And then, I guess I have three things. Second, I want to just figure out how far the distance is, like how many days it would take to get there, roughly. And then I want to pick up my boots.
I just had a great idea.
Listen.
She said she'd sell diamonds to us at double price. buy diamonds from us at double price. So what if we sell these 15,000 gold worth of diamonds and get 30,000 gold worth of diamonds?
Charlie.
Didn't Ravi say that like 15 minutes ago?
Well, not with these diamonds that we have right now specifically, but
Oh, I mean, that's true. We could. We have to make
because
sure
then we
that
would
she's
have, because then we
fuck
would
us with
have
the price, though.
30,000 gold pieces.
Mhm.
And 0
And we
gold
could-
pieces of diamonds.
Exactly. And then no diamonds, but theoretically, we could maybe go somewhere else to buy diamonds. But
Yeah.
from the look on your face, I'm guessing that's a bad idea.
It was
idea.
an idea.
Charlie.
I was mostly looking for us
Charlie's
to
up,
get.
though.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't
Before we leave, I want to run back to my house
Mm.
and pull up like, use like a dagger or something to pull up a floorboard so I was gonna say hide the diamonds that we have under a floorboard.
Gotcha. Make an investigation check for me.
I have to
Oh,
add a
that was
custom
cocked,
item
fuck.
to my
Stop
inventory.
moving! What the hell was that? It like went around my dice tray 5 times.
You're a
Man.
little escape artist, aren't you?
8.
8. You take a good 20 minutes checking different floorboards, and you're not finding any that like pry up easily. You find one that pries up eventually, but then as you try to place it back down, it's super obvious. And so you're just like, this is a bad idea. But you eventually think probably the best place is the secret compartment that your partner already has.
Richie doesn't know I know about it.
You could
Okay.
slyly ask them, "Hey, do you have any secret compartments in the apartment?"
Nah, I'll just
Actually, in your fade to black moment the other night, that she would have had to go into that compartment to get certain supplies, so you would be aware of that compartment.
Okay, yeah, I'll stick them in the compartment and I'll leave a note that says, "I love you, but please, for the love of God, do not take any of these. We need them." Bye.
was the
And like a little
ending.
kissy face drawing that's done really poorly.
Got it. Ravi, you go to pick up your boots.
I'm going to stare wistfully out to the sea.
Lucian, are you joining on the boot pickup, or you have some other mission?
Yeah, I guess I'll just head to the port super quick,
Okay.
where I feel comfortable, and
Sure.
go to chill.
We're gonna start with the port. But then quickly move over. At the port, you do see that stalls are starting to open again. Ships that previously were like waiting outside the city while there was turmoil going on are moving back in to establish their little, carts of commerce for anybody passing by. You can see kind of exotic fruits, dried and otherwise. Same thing with just every kind of supply you could probably think of. There is a half-orc man that is having sort of a like an angry conversation with like a port authority kind of person. You spot this orange wood boat that is docked on the west side of town, and what? Something going on?
Charlie told us about the boat, right?
I don't know that they did.
No, I just said that the person on the boat had mentioned the thing about the 2 cities. But the boat has bones on it.
Boat has bones.
The bone boat.
The bone boat.
Oh,
No,
that.
you just see an orange wood
The boat.
boat over there. Lost train of thought.
Bad.
So,
No. Bad joke.
anyways, so that baby's so talkative these days. But yeah, that's kind of what you see. Just a variation of all kinds of goods that are being put on display. Seems like in a rather rushed fashion. Give me a perception check, though.
Okay. Of course, now we get a nat 20 on a perception check.
Taking off and heading eastward, you see a sort of gray and dark wood boat that is clad in like brass so that it shines. You can just barely see like the dark woodwork behind this like almost gold looking boat at certain angles. Not totally covered, but like enough up to act as almost like armor to protect the wood. Even from this distance, you can see a familiar figure at the bow of the ship, kind of pointing a wing outward, with as Captain Black Sparrow appears to be guiding a ship away from port. Has left recently, based on your familiarity with how these kind of things work. Must have like docked and then headed out. The remainder of the crew that you can see from this angle also appears to be Kenku, although their feathers are not like flapping in the wind the way that Captain Black Sparrow's is. They're almost more like sleek in form than Black Sparrow would be. But you see them leaving. They're a good 1 or 2,000 feet off the port is all, and they're heading eastward.
So he probably couldn't hear me?
Almost definitely not.
I'm just gonna wave to him. Then.
All right.
Do the old-timey take your hat off?
I don't wear a hat.
You watch as it takes off his hat, puts it across the chest, makes no eye contact with you whatsoever, appears to not notice your presence at all, and then just hat back on. You do notice the strange waddling of one of the crew as they come up to him, and he apparently turns back and gives some sort of order, and then it like kind of waddles away.
Okay.
There's a lot of rotund bird people, pirates on that ship, it looks like.
Fat Borbs.
Perfect. The way it's supposed to be.
Yes.
Christian's just gonna sit like on the edge and just stare out onto the sea and just be like, God, why do you have to be so stubborn?
There's a series of orcish swears as this half orc kind of storms past you, going back over to their boat, and then before calling out in common and be like, "We're heading off port, boys. Our delivery's not here yet, so we're coming back in tomorrow. We need to make room for the other ships." And I go, "Oh."
Do I recognize him? Is he a pirate or is he just like a trader sailor?
Make a history check.
Cool. 13.
13. You don't know this individual.
Okay.
And it's not unusual for pirates in this area to kind of do double duty, where they are legitimate sea traders, and then if they need to do some violence to get some extra product, sometimes that happens.
If I need money, I will
need to do some violence.
Sometimes you need to just do crime.
Yeah.
Sometimes crime.
Be gay, do crimes. The pirate way.
The pirate way. Oh man. There is a fascinating legal eagle on YouTube at the moment of when the Oxford comma got someone killed.
Oh.
It was a legal case where the existence of the somebody's legal team leaned on the placement of commas in the laws for treachery that he was being convicted under, instead of his preference was to do a different line of legal argument, and their legal argument failed, even though technically they were grammatically correct. And it was one of those like, nope, you're gonna be executed. It doesn't, like, you don't get to do treason just because you were like over there. So yeah, it was interesting. But
Yeah,
heading over to Ravi. Ravi,
Okay.
there is that awkward moment where you think to go check your boots, and you do see this young dwarven man marching in the same direction, and it's that awkward moment where you're not following someone, but you're clearly going to the same area, And there's even kind of like a look back at one point, but just kind of doesn't pick up his pace at all or anything. Just keeps walking.
When he does look back, I do the. Sorry, I swear I'm not following you. I just also have to go that direction.
Oh, okay. I'm seeing my uncle. Before I get look for somebody to head out of town with. Just awkwardly, kind of also marching that direction. Eventually,
I'm gonna like wait on a corner until he's like way further away.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna keep walking.
It gets almost more awkward as you watch him walk and then turn into the same shop you're going to.
Oh no!
Shit.
And there were another couple of lookbacks at you, like, kind of waiting. And then there's that extra awkward, like, alright.
I guess I will go in.
There's the, like, ding ding as you walk in. The young man and the older, cobbler kind of looks up and is like... And
Hi again.
Hi. And he's like, "Hey, your boots are ready." It's like, frankly, I expected you yesterday.
Yeah, sorry about that. We got really busy.
It's fine. Here you are. And as these like stilt boots are up on the counter, I found a good set of pine that was not too knotty, and managed to get that nice and leather cased. It's pretty well sealed, so you should be good in muddy or watery terrains. So if you need to walk through some water, they might have a bit of use for that.
Perfect.
But whatever you...
Thank you very much, sir.
You sure you want to join these types of people? You're like, Uncle, shut up. It's like, I'm just looking out for you, boy. Is the rest of what you needed? Pulls out a couple of, like, sturdy, like, marching boots, sized for the young man, and, like, an extra pair. And he's like, you keep an extra pair in case these ones get too soggy. You don't want a wet foot when you're marching. He's like, thanks, Uncle. I can take care of it, but thank you. And kind of embarrassed, puts the boots away. He's like, all right, well, give Auntie my best, and I will hopefully see you in a couple of weeks. And he's like, hey, don't get axed by some kobold or something out there. I was like, wouldn't dream of it.
That would be a bad idea.
He's kind of labeled, like, kind of look over at you and be like, yeah.
Sorry,
bad.
I'm just going to leave now. I turn and leave.
You kind of walk out the door. Bye, Uncle. And it's like, all right, take care of yourself. Kid kind of like catches up to you. And he's like, so are you an adventurer?
Yeah.
I
guess you could call it that.
I've been on a couple adventures myself. And looking to head into more profitable excursions. A little more risk.
This guy, you said he looks like young.
Young-ish.
Is that like young for a dwarf or like?
No,
like
young for a
actually young?
dwarf. He's got a good 50 years on most people that go out in the world.
So he's not like actually like younger than me or anything.
No.
He's just,
You two are probably technically around the same age.
In terms of adolescence,
right? He might, younger in the maturity level a little bit than you, but not by much.
Speaking of that, half-elves age at the same rate as humans, right?
Until they're like adolescent, until they're like adults, and then they live to like 180.
Right.
Then there's just me. I can be old as heck.
Right.
Nice.
But yeah, kid kind of tagging along with you. Like, do you know of any groups that are heading out? There's some dwarven ruins, halfway to the big city that I wanted to check out.
Actually, my friends and I were planning on heading north in the morning.
Oh. Could we maybe share a campsite for a bit? Maybe.
Well, I mean, there is safety in numbers.
There's this old wizard tower where supposedly the wizard went crazy, and disappeared at some point, and
that
left...
Sounds like...
That sounds incredibly dangerous, but also fun.
Well, it sounds like it's been abandoned for hundreds of years, so I thought it'd be worth checking out.
No such thing as an abandoned...
There never... Yes. there's no such thing as truly abandoned when it's that kind of thing, from what I've heard.
All right. I know a couple of tricks that could help me spot anything that the wizard would have set up as danger, and so I'm not too worried about any of that. But if there's any like beasties or something in the area, I wouldn't mind some backup.
Well then, welcome to the party then, for now at least. I'm Robbie.
Hi. Oren. Oren.
The others, I mean, okay, sorry. It's a little fast-tracked there. There are 2 other people that you may have to convince, but I'm sure they'll be alright with it.
It's okay, I'm very charming.
So I've seen. I do have a couple other stops to make, but then I'm going to meet them a bit later, so if you want to tag along, I guess.
Yeah, sure. There's an awkward pause.
I believe, that way. And I start walking towards, like a general store, somewhere where I could probably find a map.
There is a general store kind of on the west side of town, near the Flapping Dragon, that you all have passed a couple of times. You would run into Charlie on the way. Charlie, you see...
Hey there, Charlie!
Sorry, I found contact information for Razzie and I'm trying to get a hold of him.
Ah, gotcha.
Hey, man. Who the fuck is this?
This is my new friend, Oren. He's also traveling north. He has a bit more knowledge about the surrounding area, and thought he would, be able to help us a bit, and we could help him a bit.
Yeah.
How tall is Oren?
Like 4'10".
Damn. I'm just gonna go up and look up at him and just glare at him in the eyes. Just give him like a twitchy side eye.
Consider me intimidated. I don't pretend to be in charge whatsoever. I just know a place where there's some stuff.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
He's luring us into a trap.
Would I have
Eight.
shown
He knows
that yet?
He knows of a
I
cult
mean,
there.
some things don't add up, and you're trying to size him up, and some things don't make sense. He has like a one-handed axe at his belt. He's got a chain shirt, like a medium armor, and then he has like a spell book on one side. So you've got different like context clues for different types of roles, and he's not fully matching any of them, and which does raise your suspicion a little bit. But there's nothing like I'm gonna murder you about him. It's just like
He just multi-classed.
he just seems like a weird mix of people.
Eldritch Knight.
Would I have shown up yet?
No, you'd be at the docks.
Also, I don't think Eldritch Knights have spellbooks, do they?
No,
I don't think so.
what is
really.
this?
Sometimes, if they want.
What's the book, man?
Oh, magic. I do some magic.
What kind of magic?
Mostly defensive and some analytical. I like to be a little useful for things like spotting magic traps or magical items that are around. I'm pretty good at that. I can identify things. If I get a pearl, I'm looking for a pearl that I can use for that. I can shoot out these like magical missiles that can just auto take out things. That's most of it.
Ravi, you still got a black pearl?
I sold all of mine.
Damn.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
I got
can
rid of
get a
all of
pearl
mine.
at some point. And plus, you don't have to identify things the minute you find them. You just put them in a backpack and walk them to where you can.
Or you could virtual cast or identify.
No, you still need the material components for it.
Alright.
It just
Where'd you
doesn't
sell
cost a
your
spell
pearls?
slot. Me? Just at
Yeah.
the market. There's a guy. There's a jeweler.
I just turn around and start walking towards the market.
They do this a lot. I follow them.
Tries to
Yeah,
keep
I'm gonna
up.
go buy a pearl.
Cool.
I think
Markets
be
have
like
been
50
set
gold
up.
pieces or so.
You do spot, as you all approach the market, you do see Lucian sitting at one of the docks, kind of looking out into the things going on. as a ship is
hey,
setting its sails and
Fistfuck,
backing
come
out.
over here.
What did you just call me?
They
Come
called you
over here.
Fistfuck.
Okay.
I just keep walking. I don't explain. I just keep walking.
Orin leans over.
Never
Is that
call
like a
me-
title or given name?
If you
More
call
of
me
an
that again,
affectionate
I will.
nickname.
If you call me that again, I will clothesline you.
You should definitely keep calling them that.
I don't
I
Dude,
want
will
to be very
clothesline you
high.
too.
Um,
Clotheslining is not specific to one person. I can clothesline you both.
Charlie, pretty immediately you find a jeweler. They have set up and they have a range of necklaces and earrings and rings available. Kind of a big like Goliath man who some of you would notice or recognize from the previous day's events as the one who kind of stood guard by the woman from the Orange Squall who spoke at the political meeting. It's kind of like looking over, just sizing people up as they approach, making sure nobody's gonna try to swipe anything.
Hey, you got pearls?
I do. Do you need them? I have these, and he gestures over to a pair of like gray pearl earrings. He goes, these are wonderfully set. There's a fine white gold in the inlay here, and of course everything's been well sanitized and taken care of. For the pair, it's 200 gold pieces for the pair of earrings.
Do you have just normal pearls that aren't beautifully crafted?
I do.
Nice save.
What are you looking for particularly?
Pearl that's like not fucked.
Worth about 100 gold pieces.
Orin kind of catches up. He's like, yeah, like.
Dude, I'm a halfling. Why are you out of? I don't move that quickly.
You're so athletic. I just so like 100 gold piece pearl. With he kind of points at a necklace. He's like, that would work. He's just like, tell you what. If there's something else you would like to purchase as well, I could sell you this for 100 gold. Yes, and consider the accoutrement and attachment a bonus.
Do you have just a simple like band? Just a simple ring, nothing on it?
Simple ones. Yes, I do. Pulls out a small like collection box where rings have been like set, and there are like small simple silver bands. Some that have a little bit of like amber set. Some that have settings that are ready to take a gem. There's a little assortment of simple rings that can be purchased. Taking a look, there he pulls out a simple gold band that has some filigree of leaves kind of etched into one side. And it's like 25 gold for a simple gold ring, and then 100 for the necklace.
Could I possibly get it resized because it's for someone who has a bit bigger hand? Not too much resizing.
130, and we'll get this size and get you the things.
Ooh, and also this. And Robbie holds up a little. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Go ahead.
He grabs a little like horseshoe with like the two little balls at the end of it, septum thing. He's like, I haven't had one of these in ages. It was taken.
What?
Are you getting a piercing?
No, he has a piercing. He's just getting a new ring because it was taken from him a while ago.
Okay, and
Charlie, what's Charlie bringing up?
Is there anything that's catching Charlie's eye?
There's literally the purpose of everything at this cart is to catch your eye.
Cool. I'm gonna swipe something when his back's turned.
Damn it!
All
Of
right.
course they are.
I'm gonna like draw his attention with the resizing and stuff.
Possibly. Ravi, what are you looking for? You're looking for a septum ring?
Yeah, he's getting a septum ring.
Oh, okay. Like he's already pierced. He just needs a new septum.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's just flavor that I was adding for fun.
Yeah.
I
Ravi
assumed he had it before he was taken, and then
I'm gonna let
when he
both,
was, it was taken.
Lucian make a deception check and Ravi make a persuasion check.
Cool.
Okay.
Ooh.
Hey.
25.
17 total.
17. Looking through some of the various like jewelry and rings, you eventually come across a silver band that has like two like screw-in mounts of garnet, and so it's like a garnet stud septum piercing. He's like, this would fit you well, and we can get that expanded. It's gonna be, and with the necklace, we'll say 150
Oh,
gold.
Your mic, Jeff.
Am I muted?
I think it's happening to everyone.
Is it everyone?
OBS is
Am I good?
recognizing my stuff and things. I
Hello?
will check a thing.
Good?
Recognizing
I think it switched
some things.
inputs for you for a second because I was getting reverb from these two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Possibly. Seems okay.
You're back now, though.
You're good now, though.
He got the package for the three things. He's like, we'll say 150 gold to cover the whole thing. All set and ready to go. Charlie, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Little rubby little fingers all over him.
I will say with advantage.
Aha! Yes. Please do not fuck me, Grog. Stop rolling around, Jesus Christ. 28.
Shit!
Nice. Bog.
You just steal the whole. You sounded like Technoblade there for a second.
Oh, me.
Yes.
You just like take your bag and just like swipe everything into it.
Yoink.
What is your bonus to sleight of hand?
Oh, sorry. 20, 20, 27. I rolled a 19.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Cool. Rogues, man.
Rogues are stupid.
Feels bad.
There is an emerald and gold crusted necklace. It's a very like wide, like it's technically a necklace, but you feel like it would cover like half the chest, and it is like gold vines and gold leaves with then emerald studs where like flower heads would be. And you just kind of you're just kind of like looking through these things as everybody's doing their thing, and you do that halfling thing where you've reached up to look at something but tripped, and then as they kind of look over and then look away, when on the look away you just kind of grab it. It finds its way into your pocket. There's a couple of beats as negotiations continue, and the Goliath, who's keeping an eye on everything, has his gaze kind of move across you and away from you and back to you, and there's no smashing into the side of your head that occurs, so you feel like you've gotten away with it.
No
Cool.
clubs destroying your face.
Right?
I pull out 3 platinum and hand it over to pay for the ring and the resizing.
Oh, these are separate orders. All right.
I
No!
mean,
This
we
is just.
can-
I'm just
As
paying.
a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly rich with assets.
Here, I'll put 5 platinum on the table.
So 3 platinum, 5 platinum. The
Or I'll put 7.
7.
How much more is left?
You guys
3.
need another 50 gold for the whole set.
30, because you said. I thought you said 100.
No, he said 150 once Robbie grabbed his thing.
So, Oren does put 15 gold up on the thing and be like, "That's all I got, but I need the thing."
And I'll pay the rest, which I'm bad with math, so someone's
35.
gonna have to tell me. 35.
35
Thank
gold.
you. Yeah, I'll throw down the rest.
Sometimes I'm good at math. Sometimes I can't do like 5 plus 2.
I
So,
have literal dyslexia for math, so.
Yeah.
good times.
I live for the moment where Travis Willingham called it reverse math when he meant subtraction.
Yeah. I love Travis.
He's
Travis is
kind of the best.
my emotional support content creator.
Right. All right.
Travis McElroy?
Travis Willingham.
Oh,
Willingham.
whenever someone says Travis, I'm just like,
The
McElroy?
Willingham. All right. So, jewelry in hand. Orin excitedly grabs takes the pearl and is like, excellent. Has a little like belt pouch of various materials and pockets it into one of those. You know, we are ready to go. We can totally identify things on the spot. Whatever we find over
Probably
there.
puts his septum in.
Oh yeah.
Cool, I got 2 things, and then once we
two?
have like a moment to go sit down, I pull out both my dagger and the glass rod that I swiped.
You all kind of sit aside, like at one of the docks, or near one of the docks, and the kid's like, "Oh, you guys haven't identified stuff. Cool. I can actually do the thing." Pulls his book out. What do you want to start with?
Let's go with the glass rod.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Sets it down. Uses the pearl to like trace out these arcane lines over it, in this like 3-dimensional sparking energy over the book, with the weave that's kind of gone over it. There's sort of a flash over his eyes, and he goes, "Okay, okay, neat. I don't know what that's for. So this is a this is an indestructible rod." And hands it back
cool.
to Charlie. Looks like it's made of glass, but it's enchanted and it can't be destroyed.
That's
hit
fun.
people with it.
Basically,
That's
can't be
cool.
destroyed. I think you could if you hit it hard enough with like enough magic force or something. But basically, he takes it and he literally he just takes it and just whack on the deck, and there's just like nothing. He's like, "Hey."
I have a couple ideas that we could use that for. We could like wedge a door open with that or something.
Yeah.
Or close.
Or closed. That's a good idea too.
Yeah. I mean, arguably, you could use a stick for that also.
Yes, but this way the door won't open ever. I think Robbie's frozen, by the
Yes,
way, and
that
he
is a
froze at the perfect
frozen
angle.
cat.
Who's?
Oh,
What's his frozen
I
for
saw,
me?
I saw a movement. Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
You can still hear me?
We can hear. Oh, and you're back. All right.
There you
Okay.
go. So, someone cast a time stop on you.
Somebody banished our cleric and is doing their best to get Starbard.
Oh no.
They're
They're trying to take your healing away.
They're going to pick up
On to
all-
Brazil!
You will all day.
Oh, it's too late. He's Brazilian now.
I know.
What?
How much is a Brazilian?
I was trying to think of a joke to do with that as well.
Always just go for the reference. It's the easy joke.
Always the easy joke.
Always easy. So there is a Charlie has it's a 1-foot glass rod, glass indestructible rod.
Cool.
And then my dagger.
Yeah, okay. This thing looks pretty wicked. Starts tracing out again. There are like onlookers that kind of look by as there's like magic happening, and there's not usually just magic right in the middle of the like
Put a hat out.
thoroughfare.
Just in
Magic.
case.
It's magic.
Magic. All right.
I put a hat out just in case.
Well, as that's happening, Charlie, some onlooker, a pair of onlookers walk up, a human and a half elf. They're just kind of common clothes. One looks a little more sun-beaten, thinking that these might be sailors that are just kind of in town while their ship's, at port. But they kind of wander up next to you, and it's just like, you guys doing some magic there, eh?
Can I do a perception check on these guys to
Charlie.
see if they're just like,
Charlie.
are you all
Can't you be
shady
pers-
pirate fucks?
Can't you just be personable for once, Charlie?
Kind of the double finger, The double fingers come up and goes, "Oh well, if you don't want to be personable, that's fine. My friend saw you swipe something and was wondering if it was something we should be worried about, if there were guards that need to be told, or if coins hit some people's pockets and they just move on with their lives."
No, we gave him the gold.
Sure.
Did you see how much fucking gold we threw down on that table?
Mm-hmm.
I look at Charlie.
What?
They would be doing this in hushed tones, not like in everybody's ear. Just to
Oh,
lean
just
over by
specifically to Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine, and I'll slip him 5 gold.
Charlie. Make a persuasion check.
Where's my persuasion? Modified 20.
Hey.
Kind of goes, "Pleasure doing business." As they walk away, you can kind of hear that, "Dude, it was worth like 100 times that." It's like, "Hey, oh, whatever, man. It's not even a problem." And we just kind of, as they just kind of keep walking.
Don't press your luck.
Once they're in the corner, I flip him off again.
I don't know why, but Lucian's just gonna like, oh, are we?
Why you two? I really do not understand.
I'm a pirate.
No,
That's what
I
I do.
understand that. I thought pirates were supposed to be, like, somewhat personable.
Depends on the person. And also on the pirate. Oh!
Seems I just got stuck with the worst one.
I should throw you in the sea for that, but you know what?
You
I
could
won't.
try. This is starting to be Robbie's catchphrase. It's just, you could try.
As
Anyway, I saw Captain Black Sparrow. He's alive.
Well, that just...
I saw him sailing out to sea.
Good. That I'm glad. I was
Was
worried
he
about
looking
him.
to see what he could see? Is no one else getting that joke? Never mind.
I did. I'm just choosing to ignore it.
Anyway, what's my dagger do?
there's, as the tracing happens and you see the flash go over the eyes, you see the flash of just black cover every inch of his eyes. A half a beat passes, and then he's just, God! And the dagger flies into the sand, and he stumbles off the deck and rolls into the sand. Kind of hits his head. It's like,
That can't be good.
Sick! And I go and grab my dagger, put it back in my thing. So what's it for?
Nice!
That's awful.
kind of gets up and grabs his book and says like, I
suddenly have somewhere else to be.
Sorry. That's I haven't cast a spell that often. I think that's got a something about it. That's not okay.
Oh, is Charlie's dagger like incredibly cursed or something?
No, no. It's it's crafted from a disciple of Ayun. It's it's knowledge. It's pure knowledge. But it's knowledge of things you're not supposed to know. It's knowledge of what's going to happen. Or might
yes.
happen. It's getting fuzzier the longer I'm from it. It's basically a
I'll put it
a
closer
shard.
to his face.
I mean, it's not
Stop
like
bullying him. Stop
Still
bullying
a
the child.
You're still just holding a knife to this guy.
Stop bullying the child, please.
He's like 70.
It's like Sophia.
What would be like 22 in
We're in the
elf
middle of a
years?
scene. The kid just like do me a favor. If we're in a forest, can I be like not on like the like can I be like in the middle, not like on the edge, around anywhere. If you see like a white tree, can you make sure I'm nowhere near it?
Sure.
Now I want to, but now you've piqued my interest. Now I want to go to whichever white tree.
Now I want to find a white tree and punch it.
No, why would you punch it? It's just a white. Oh my gosh.
Because I have fire punches.
I know what you mean, man. I'll do my best to keep you from whatever fate you saw.
You just
Was
waved
it
a knife
how
in my
long-
face, and I'm the least worried about you. So,
Ravi, you've
Yeah.
you've known me for how long now? You should expect this by now.
Like a couple weeks.
Again, you should expect this by now.
Why did I get stuck with the craziest pirate?
how are you stuck?
Oh
Can't-
no, there's much worse than me.
Can't you just like leave them if they're annoying you? I'm confused.
Well, I mean, like I could, but like they're like kind of useful.
I
Hey,
wrap him in a headlock and give him a noogie.
Ah! Is this what all this
Yeah,
means? Is this how adventuring works?
yes.
Yeah, wrap.
Mostly, most of the time, yeah. Oh, me? Oh,
Yeah.
you,
It's oddly
I have to go like all the way down.
it's oddly similar to pirate crews,
Ah,
honestly.
you bastard!
Found family.
You like us?
I
admit
definitely
it.
Sitting
sitting
there
there
like-
like Charlie.
See, it's awkward because I know I'll be fine until a certain point, and I don't know if that's just reassuring or not.
I cast suggestion on Charlie. I suggest walk into the ocean.
Charlie, wisdom saving throw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Mm,
Because I know Charlie's so
9.
good at wisdom. 9? Walk into the ocean.
I'll walk into the ocean.
You could
Fuck
just like
you, man. Now my feet are wet. Like, it's gonna take forever for my shoes to dry out. You're an asshole.
Aww.
can I pick up Ravi and throw him into the ocean?
Definitely
I'll wrap it all-
acrobatics.
Oh, I'm being helped?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't I don't think she needs it because it's
That's-
only a 9, but
18.
hey, hey, stop it!
And the
The
Lucy's
first
just
thing,
gonna
the
sit
first
down in
thing
the
you
water.
see come out of the water is it's like
It's like a reverse Terminator. Lesbian gay man turtle discourse. It's the discourse.
welcome to the group, my friend.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. No, I wasn't apologizing to you. I was apologizing to him.
Oh,
We could.
sure.
Yes.
Why? Hold on.
Adventure.
I do have prestidigitation. I'm gonna prestidigitation myself dry.
I have a question. Does it work in reverse? Can I prestidigitate someone wet?
You can, yeah. I mean, you can clean or soil any.
That's really tempting, but I'm not gonna do it. It'd be funny.
All right. Well, what was the
Okay, let's
dwarf's
go.
name again?
You're right. Back.
Orin. How long travel until to the dwarven city? All right. Sure. All right. Well, do we head out now or the morning?
I'm
Sure.
good with now.
Do you know how
Okay.
far away the thing is?
Yes, 10 days to the all the way to the city, and 5 days to the like ruins.
Okay, I was away.
That was the joke. Is that you were away?
What's funny?
Ooh, was I able to pick up a map?
Do they sell string?
Yeah. Oh, all right. Well, I'll stop by there then. Thank you. Me? Sorry. Okay, we'll go with that one. A natural 20.
Hey, tell me your secrets.
For it's not gonna be great. Much better, but oh, I forgot I have proficiency in it. It's 23. They are? Oh.
Maps are illegal?
Do I? I do. It's like most of my money though. Are they are they illegal? Yeah, that seems strange. Like I'm getting bullshitted. I'll get back to you. And I give him like the eyebrows and I like walk away. I will. I will. Oh. That's 21. Mm. I leave. I meet up with the others.
His name is Ben.
Oh, good.
All right. I'm ready to head out.
Do we have a map?
No, someone tried to bullshit me. I don't know where else to find a map, so it's fine. Not everything needs to end in violence. um, Lucy.
Oh no, I wasn't saying violence. I was just saying threaten.
Oh, yeah. Uh,
Just to the Dwarven City.
nowhere else currently. Yeah. I just like having maps. I mean, it's nice to know like the surrounding area and things. Have a clearer understanding of where we're going.
All right, let's go.
Adventure! Right? Onward, north.
Uh-oh. Mike's again.
Your
Your mic switched.
Your mic.
mic.
Uh-oh.
We didn't hear any of that. Your mic is
I did.
bugging out
Mike-
again.
Ah! No,
Like
I
bugged out
hit the
again.
mute because there was a baby screaming. Wait, when did I hit that? Did anyone... Oh, jeez. That's all fun stuff.
No, it's like
Your
super
mic's
like
still fucked up.
fuzzy and like.
Oh, man. But my mic has been out for the stream. What is going on? I'm gonna hit a thing.
Yeah, it sounds
Am
like
I
you've got
back?
like a cloth over your mic or something now.
Check the stream stuff. Alright, so OBS is working now. Man, we have been having issues.
Today is not a good day.
Today's been weird.
There you go.
Well, now we can hear you.
Yay! Alright, I got my Discord mic fixed.
Now, what was everything you
I've
said in the last
ever.
30 seconds?
Yeah, the family.
It's been a weird day.
They glared at us for some
And
reason.
I'm pretty
Why
sure
are
the
they
mic's been
glaring
out
at
on the
us?
stream for a while. Oh, jeez. This has been a week, people. Anyways, to recap, you all saw the sign detailing out at least the immediate area of the continent. You continued northward with Orin in tow, the young dwarven question mark class-wise. You come across a family heading south. Their husband's got a torn tunic. Everybody looks a little worse for wear. Just kind of road weary. Heading southward with their slightly less than fully piloted horsewise cart. And they're a mix of glare and avoiding eye contact with the four of you as you all are heading northward.
Why are they? Can I try and figure out why they're glaring at us?
Yeah, I wanted to do the same.
Are you casting detect thoughts or?
No, I'm insight
trying
check, I
to,
guess.
Yeah, trying to infer.
Insight would let you know they are displeased with you for some reason, which you are already aware of.
Hello.
There's a wave with like a void of eye contact and continuing southward.
You seem displeased by our appearance.
Sure, you all have things to do. And they try to keep going.
Just curious why you seem so displeased.
I'm gonna make just a general insight check to see like if they're being like snooty or if they're like what's the general vibe.
I guess sure, yeah. Let's roll insight checks.
Oh yeah, I have advantage on those.
Go for it.
2.
Okay. I
18.
need to show you guys this. That is double nat 20s.
Damn.
Hey!
That is on an
Oh,
inconsequential check.
Lucy and I assume kind of got a glimpse of them as they were entering sight, and they looked like at a distance before they like recognized all of your presence. They seemed like they were just kind of having a relatively rough day, and then their demeanor immediately shifted when they saw the four of you marching northward, and they're just trying their best to completely avoid contact with you.
Have something against
Because they're having a
adventure.
bad day.
No, why would we have anything against adventurers?
Just let them be, Lucian.
Just curious. Have a better day, I guess.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Persuade them to have a better day.
18 total.
It's 18. The
Unless I have something to persuasion. Do I have anything to persuasion? No.
18's pretty good though. There's a pull on the reins to get the horse to come to a stop, and there's a like a long sigh from the father, and kind of turns back. Might not be quite like the others. There's some adventurers that are robbing people on the road. They've very aggressively asking if we have diamonds, and they let us keep some of our more mundane materials, and obviously left us with our coppers, but otherwise took hold of gold that we had.
Sounds like
What they look like?
There, and you
Yeah.
see the daughter has like a doll that's been like ripped open and has been like hastily like tried to be wrapped up in some way, but it's clearly got like a seam that just got like ripped and searched.
Those
And
bastards.
it's just like about a day and a half north of here. Well on you if you make some justice out in the woods.
I plan to.
Gives a nod and
Hey, wait a second. Come back here. And I fish out 5 gold.
he takes it and he's just like, "Thank you."
is a sewing kit is a sewing kit a thing? Like, is it a tool proficiency?
Do you have it marked down somewhere?
No, I'm just curious if it's a proficiency.
It probably
I
exists, I'm
scrape-
sure.
Yeah, I was just thinking I could like try and fix the girl's doll.
You can certainly try. I think you bought string.
I did. I'm going to try doing that.
You're gonna walk over to the little girl. Yeah, just make a dexterity check.
Oh, I'm good at those. 22.
Expertly, you get the like natural material stuffing that's inside, get it placed in, and it's a stitch that you can see it got ripped open at some point, but it is all it gets placed back together, and then Oren walks up and goes, also, and like takes his hands and kind of like moves it over, and the stitching like seals up and then becomes like perfect, and then seals the rest of the way. And gives you a nod, and like, and the two of you hand it back to the little girl, and big smile on her face, and she's just like, "Yay!" And the son just
So-
the son looks up with this like, he's got this like stick that he's like worked a string onto, and he's like, "They ducked my arrows, so you get them for me."
We will. I'll hit him with this, and I'll show them my fire fists.
Oh, good, nice. And you, little kid, the wooden sword gets handed over to Charlie. He goes, "It's dangerous. You take this."
She's like the same age as me.
They. Yep, they're
Um,
tiny.
And Charlie, you get this this like wooden sword. It doesn't have an edge. It's literally like it's just like a shaped like stick of wood.
I'll put it to good use, kid. And here, and I'll hand 3 of my arrows to the boy.
He's like, good replacements. And the parents are like, yep, yep, good, all right, good.
What did these guys look like?
Come now, daughter. And then
So there was a mix. One of them seemed to be in charge. Elven man. There was a pair of dwarven women that seemed to be working under him. Adventuring types.
They have
Did they-
any specific crests or wear similar clothing?
No, kind of a hodgepodge.
Do they sound like the adventurers that we saw outside of the fireheads?
It's a real basic description. It's dwarves and an elf and mixed clothing
that's
and armor.
like saying there were several human people out there.
There
It's
were
like,
5
all right,
men,
thanks.
and it's just like, okay. Did
Where
he
you
sound
guys
like the
gonna be
5 men
staying?
I know? Be like, I mean, in that they're 5 men. What? Charlie, what?
Where are you guys gonna be staying? Where's your destination? If we somehow find and disarm these bandits.
I mean, we're going down to Sutton. We'll be looking for work, and if not, there are ships that take people places, and we're figuring things out.
Don't do that.
Yeah, I recommend not the ship. Go to the
Flapping dragon.
dragon tavern.
Flapping dragon.
Flapping dragon.
The flapping dragon.
Head there. Tell them Charlie sent them and they're looking for work.
Will do.
Legit work. Tell them they're looking for legit work.
Legitimate work, yes.
Yes.
Important
Make sure
stipulation.
the legitimate part's in there.
This has been a strange interaction, but I thank you for your kindness and shattering of some assumptions I had as I approached. Good day. Watch your backs.
Thank you as well.
That gave me so much serotonin.
And
Come
please,
now. Come now, my child. And I try and reach out for Charlie's hand.
I
When
imagine Ravi
they're-
just grabbing
when
the
they
middle
flip
finger.
me off, I grab their finger and start like trying to pull them along with me.
Can I just like?
When you pull it, like cracks.
Ah!
Oh, I cracked my wrist too.
Oh my goodness.
Nice.
Well, probably all three of us just started cracking our fingers.
Orange is like, no, stop,
I feel like this might be a
Oh, I
self-inflicted
cracked
death.
more. I cracked everything.
Oh, no, I can-
Crack.
We're getting off topic.
We are very
You seemed uncomfortable when Tay upstairs. So
very talkative baby today. So everybody keeps marching northward. Or as you start to leave, the dad kind of turns back and is just like, kind of pulls and stops. He goes, also, there's a fox. I don't know what to say about it. It wasn't dangerous or anything. It was selling things. I walked away. But you might want what it had. I don't know. But there's a fox.
thank you.
Right. It's hard to explain. But yes, goodbye. And like keeps going.
I
Weirdo
really
stuff.
don't like being nice to people.
You did very well, Charlie. I'm very proud of you.
Just trying to. Never mind. Let's just fucking.
You
Start
did.
walking.
You did wonderfully.
Yes. Shut up.
It looks good on you, actually. Kindness.
Just
Don't flip me off. Don't you dare.
Do it.
Just walking.
Here, since you won't do it, I'll do it for you.
I'll continue marching northward. As the sun begins to set, to all of your left, kind of looking out over it as you all are kind of going up a hill, you do start to see the wider lands that are north of the city that you've been in for the most part. Looking out, there's an almost engineered aspect to what you can see, where there's the river coming down, and then there are channels of water that come off of the river and go out into these farmlands that have been set up, where you can see vast fields of wheat, little farm cabins every so often dotting the landscape. Looks like the grain lands is a well-earned title for the area, as it's just a sea of vegetation that could be turned into enough bread for a continent.
They both disappeared.
Both disappeared. It's
No,
all
I'm
up to
still here.
Ravi.
It's just. I'm the only one here.
I don't know what's going on with that baby today. All of you make a perception check. So you're kind of looking for a place to bed down for the evening.
Now one.
Fucking caught.
What type of check? That was
Perception.
Perception.
21.
perception.
21.
Yes.
I made my
the ground
perception
here.
check. The curse has ended.
Yes, and you passed it on to me,
I rolled a nat 1, so.
as did I.
Hey! The ground here is made of ground.
Norvin, not
Thank
Norvin.
you.
Sky is made of sky.
Oren manages to grab Ravi and Lucian before they walk off the cliffside. Well, yeah, we're looking for a campsite, not instant death. Charlie, in a last bit of daylight before you all need to start using magic or torches or what have you to kind of check your path, you see the reflection of a pair of eyes in in an upcoming bush, where it does look like it is like the entrance to a clearing as you all are approaching. And then you first see a white and red tail, followed by a small, a dog-like body pulling a crate, like one jerk at a time, a few inches of each pull, pulling this like wooden slatted crate out into just into the roadway, and then kind of sitting and perking up and looking up at you as you all approach is a small fox.
Hello?
Aye.
Okay, it talks. Good to know. Or he? She? What do you prefer?
Fox.
Cool. What do
Hi
you
there,
sell?
folks.
What do you sell?
Why are you
You
here?
have coin.
I mean, what for?
What are you selling? What are you buying?
Items for healing.
Oh,
We do kind of need those.
Yeah,
Very
we're out a
useful.
healer.
How much?
can we see your
Yep.
items for healing?
Indeed. Kind of bites this this small blanket over this crate, flips it over, and you see about a half a dozen chicks, small yellow, just and he kind of like nuzzles over. He pulls up a pouch and like dumps a little bit of grain and seed in there, and they all like start pecking at it. And he's like, these chicks, they work like magic healing potions. You keep them fed, and they cheep along. Don't worry about them getting old and becoming chickens. You'll probably have use for them before that.
You just killed the chick. You just wring its neck
Never
and
eaten
get
a
a
chicken
healing
before.
potion. Robbie is wildly uncomfortable with this idea.
As is Lucy, and just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's weird.
They're young, the bones are soft. You can chew right through them.
Oh my gosh!
What did he say?
30 gold pieces apiece. They heal you as much as a magic potion would. They're not as
I
I
cannot
don't
afford
recognize him
that.
at all, do I?
I'm going to have to refuse.
Gonna have to
Sorry.
have people pick who's going with the
Sorry.
finger stuff.
Do I? Who?
Somebody go. Who's
Are
got the one?
you go?
Lucian's got the one.
Do I recognize him?
Oh jeez, we're all over the place. The fox?
Yeah,
It's a fox. No.
but like, do I know him from my past? Like, have I seen him before?
Have you seen this talking fox before?
Yeah.
Don't.
He seems fucking shady.
I did want to reread your backstory this week, and I ran out of time. I don't remember a fox.
No, there's not.
There's no. This is a talking fox that you have never met before. That has apparently about a half dozen chicks that you can eat, and it will heal you. Is what you've gathered so far from this conversation.
I'm good.
What if we cook them? Does it have the same effect?
I mean, I don't know when you'd have time for that when you need magical healing. If you're wounded and bleeding out, you gotta get some blood in you. It's the quickest way.
Oh, you have
No.
to drink the blood?
No.
No, you gotta chew the whole thing, but the blood's the easiest part. Gets in right away.
Less appealing by the second. I'm good.
Actually, I've never tried it. I guess you could just drink the blood. That would work.
No.
No. None of you.
Oh.
No.
It's
I'm sorry. No.
morbid, man.
What?
Morbid?
You seem like adventurous. You're not about here. But you'll kill some ne'er-do-well who crosses you the wrong way, but not a little artificial magical creature. Don't get me wrong, it's not really a chick, it's some weird, strange magic that the wizard and cleric got together to make. It's basically an illusion.
I don't
How
like
much
it.
are they?
I don't like it.
30 gold pieces apiece.
I don't have that much money.
Yeah, that's what I immediately thought of when you said the fox selling healing items. Persona 4.
I'm
So-
sorry.
sorry,
I think
man.
we're going to have to pass
I
this
think we're
time.
gonna pass. Sorry.
Orin's just like, what? It's like, I'm so. Is this normal? You all seem way less shocked than I am.
We've seen some weird shit in the past couple weeks.
Yes.
I'm pretty shocked, Orin. I don't know who you're looking at, but I am pretty shocked.
The fox throws the tarp over the crate and starts shoving it back behind the bushes. It's like they're not even chicks; they're just polymorphed potions.
Why not? Why not just have a potion then?
I didn't make them. I'm just selling them.
Chick.
He keeps shoving his head to shove the crate off the side.
What sadist made this?
Yeah. I don't like
Jeff,
whoever made
That's
these.
the sadist who made this.
Jeff.
was
Jeff
PETA.
made these.
It was PETA.
PETA.
To make you feel bad about healing yourself.
They didn't want
I
people
knew
to have
it. It
pet
was
chicks,
PETA
so they
all along.
polymorphed.
Anything can be traced back to PETA.
PETA's like, I don't want you to have a pet chicken, so you must eat them. And it's just like,
Somebody-
so
5
much
degrees
is
of
this
Kevin Bacon,
contradictory.
Somebody remind me about this later to tell you the story about the Thanksgiving tweet that PETA tweeted.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
I assume it was weird.
Thing.
Anyways, there is a nice looking clearing that is behind this, or like just behind where this fox is peddling his wares.
Think we take that spot?
You want to camp over here?
Yeah, let's. I'm gonna say this to everyone else. Let's make some distance between us and the fox.
I tell you what, you buy one of these chicks, you can stay in my campsite. I'll even help keep watch.
Sorry, I don't think any of us have enough money.
Our character, I do have enough money. I just don't want to.
I'm lying. I'm lying. I'm definitely lying.
I just actually don't have enough money.
Right.
Distance.
Should we keep walking? Let's just keep walking for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, man. Have a good night.
See you.
Just how? I'm doing the gay power walk.
Come on.
Just-
Orin, come on.
Yeah. Catching up. You all move on a ways. Eventually, you do find another clearing at the side of the road. It looks like every once in a while there is a clearing that's been cleared by previous adventurers. That there is a little circle of rocks for a fire, and it's just off the road as a place to set up and rest for the evening. The young Orin is like, well, I can take first watch. If you guys want to get some rest.
Sounds good.
Switch off.
I'm not actually going to sleep yet. I'm just gonna pretend I need to sleep because I only need to sleep for 4 hours.
Gotcha. And technically, you're not even
I'm just
sleep really, but
I'm just making. I'm just keeping an eye on him.
gotcha. You still only get to take a watch. You have light activity for basically the other section of not being in meditative pseudo unconsciousness. But
I can
I'll
take
take
the
one.
second half. I'll take the last little bit, I guess.
yeah, over the course of 8 hours, you guys all take a shift. Keep an eye on things or resting. Let's have. Boop, boop, boop.
I can go first.
We're gonna have Ravi roll a d12 for us.
Oh, D12.
D12.
Don't summon the fire axe.
I never get. I never get to roll D12s because I never play barbarians.
That's why I like
Two.
them for random encounters.
Did you roll?
What?
Two.
2. All right.
Dos.
Los dos.
Dude.
Zwei.
What?
Zwei.
Zwei. The dog from Ruby.
Oh no.
You keep sending me anime TikToks, and I'm like, I don't watch anime.
I haven't watched anime in years.
right.
It's all that's on my For You page. It's that and D&D.
Neat. So, Ravi, on your watch, you you do a little like perimeter sweep, taking a look up the road. You've got dark vision. There's nothing really coming up the road. Kind of head over to the other side. With through a few trees, you can see like the overhang of the hill, where then you can kind of look down over the valley. You take the chance to just kind of wander over and take a look out. You can see small lights occasionally. It looks like maybe porch lights or some other kind of occasional source of illumination.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Not your scene. The
Sorry.
make a perception check.
Oh boy. I'll roll those ones. It's 18.
18. You see a glow in the forest way to your right, like along this like downward path. Kind of instinctually just kind of get a good hiding position against the tree, as you see the glow kind of go out over the ridge and drift along, and you see this spectral figure start to drift in front of you, looking out over the landscape. Is a young elven woman, very fine dress, a like pair of short swords at the small of the back, which you can kind of see from your perspective, but drifting clothes, very beautiful gown, and she just sort of looks out over the whole happenings of the world below her.
So, like, where is she?
She's like
compared
50
to me?
feet ahead of you, which puts her like above the ground about 30 feet, as the hill kind of drops off pretty steeply here. But you see you're just floating there, looking out over the land. Doesn't seem to notice your presence.
I'm gonna, like, not stealthily, but like quietly, you know? Like, I'm not trying to hide, I'm just trying to, like, not startle her. I want to, like, walk up.
She's in the air,
beside.
so she is like 20 feet
Oh,
up.
like 30 feet.
She's like 30
in
feet
the
up
air.
from, if you right below her would be 30 feet down, and then
Oh,
50
okay.
feet back would be like you.
I'll just watch then.
Okay. Looks out. You see her kind of like do a thing where she kind of makes a gesture over the land, and like makes hand motions. It seems to do certain glyphs. I would say make an Arcana check.
Okay. I forgot that I am the most intelligent member of the party. It's a 15.
15 is pretty okay. Given your perspective and your perception, you start to notice that the hand motions she makes coincide with physical features of the land below. Certain hill, you see kind of her making bubbles as certain hill structures, spikes where there are sharper stone ledges that you can kind of spot, drag marks of where small irrigation, like creeks, are essentially coming off the river. She's making a bunch of hand motions, almost like a recreation of the creation of the physical features of the land.
Cool.
But with all that, she seems to go through her motions and then just drift farther south from your situation, never quite spotting you or interacting with you.
I'll head back to the camp.
Gotcha. You see the fox in the road, kind of like looking in at the party. Kind of sees you walking back, and he just, "Hey, make sure everybody's all right. You getting hungry?
Yeah, we're all right, thanks.
Do you need?
No, I don't need any. Nope, I'm all right.
All right.
This fox weirds me out. Okay,
I don't like them.
I don't like him. Charlie, Charlie,
What?
just it's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Waking up Charlie, kind of to take probably the last watch as the sun starts to rise. Letting them have some amount of ability to see. Charlie, on your watch, you it gets to be morning. Camp is essentially set up to have some form of breakfast. You watch as the fox trottles up the road to where you all are. Has a rabbit in mouth, and kind of walks up to where you're at and like, breakfast. It's being neighborly. Let me know if you change your mind about purchasing my products.
I mean, we don't have any more gold than we did yesterday, man.
The adventuring types, I never know when you're gonna find it. You go kill some beast in the forest, coughs out a couple platinum. Maybe you bring
Fair.
those by a friendly fox that's trying to make a living.
So, what do you want in return
Simple
for
man.
this rabbit?
What?
The rabbit that you just dropped is that you
for
mean
breakfast.
that's your breakfast?
It's for your breakfast.
Yeah. What are you expecting in repayment?
I got one back where I'm staying. I don't need one.
Oh,
It's just a
It's for breakfast.
favor?
There's like 4 of you,
Thanks,
right?
man.
Each of you get a leg. Maybe the haunches get
I-
spread amongst the taller ones.
I reach out my hand to shake his hand. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. It's being neighborly. Kind of looks like it looks at you like you're the weirdo for having any kind of thanks about it or anything.
Sorry, man. I'm not good with people.
I mean, it's just what you
But-
do.
but
If you
I
found some extra
appreciate
carrots
it.
or something you don't need, you bring them over to me.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's what you do.
Okay. If I find
Starts
something,
walking
I'll bring
away,
it
like
over to
looks
you.
back at you, and is just like, what? He's walking away.
I'm gonna like go look for something edible.
Make a survival check.
Oh, not bad. 18.
18. You do find near where things drop off, you find some runner beans that are climbing up a couple of the smaller trees where they can actually get a lot of sun. There's a nice like red flower on some of them, and there's actual like bean like pods that are ready to pick. And there's plenty for you, and there's actually some extra, so you're like, yeah, this be fine.
Okay, cool. I'll go bring some of them to the fox.
Yeah, you guys are you're only like maybe a 10-minute, like you're like just a morning walk away. You actually probably catch up to him. You found those relatively quickly. And he's like, "Oi," and you just kind of lay out some portion of the beans. He's like, "Eh, neighbor."
What's your name, by the way? I'm Charlie.
Dalbo.
How do you spell that?
Dalbo. Dalbo.
Nice to meet you, Delbo.
You as well. What was your name?
Charlie.
You got a group name? The adventurers have group names
group name?
sometimes. The flapping griffins, or the spiky spiders.
I don't know. I just call these guys fuck faces.
The fuck faces. All right.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I'm sure you'll have
Somehow
something more
worse.
creative eventually. Aye.
I mean that's not the decided name, but we'll
Fair
go.
enough. All right.
I'll let you know if it changes.
All right, Charlie. Enjoy your rabbit.
I will enjoy your beans.
I'm probably just gonna eat the other rabbit, but yeah, sure.
That's fair. Okay, bye.
Please do not let the fuck faces become our adventuring name.
No.
No.
That's somehow worse than every single party name that the
Honest,
McElroys have come up with.
If somebody wants to throw some alliteration on something foxes, that'd be amazing. But yeah, he kind of
Fucking
like
foxes.
bites up some of the beans and
No.
takes them into his like little camp area. Seems to chew a few and then kind of like cough them into the crate for the chicks. It's good for them to get some protein.
If they're just illusions, then why do you have to feed them?
He clarified they are polymorphed healing potions.
Yeah.
Why are they polymorphed?
Yeah, exactly.
These are questions. These are questions and threads that, if people choose to follow those plot lines, they may.
I don't wanna.
That's fair. That's fair. Didn't
I'm
expect
better off without knowing.
I'm better
kinda
off
curious.
without this knowledge.
I'm
No.
curious, but I don't want to know.
All right. So you all have your breakfast. Oren kind of sits for a moment and is just like, I wonder what would happen if I identified one of those chicks.
I don't know.
I also
Stop
wonder
right
that.
there.
But also, I don't want to go anywhere near those things. Honestly.
Fair.
Somehow, my fear of what we might find is, for once, outweighing my curiosity.
I get you.
My adventurous senses are tingling.
Not in the good way.
No, exactly.
There's a
You
good
all,
tingle. A bad tingle.
You all have your breakfast. A simple rabbit that Charlie apparently caught at some point in the morning while you all finished up some rest.
That's exactly what happened.
Is cooked over a small morning fire. A fine breakfast to be had, along with some fresh roasted beans. Ah! I went to check on what was going on with Talkie Baby, and my headphones got snagged twice.
Baby.
What?
Baby.
Bye.
How-
He's bye.
I love
Baby.
children.
What? Rabbit.
It's
what?
funny for someone who doesn't want kids.
Oh.
How much I like children.
Oh yeah.
Children are evil. It's why I don't want. It's why I don't want to be a high school
Yeah.
teacher.
I've been like a camp counselor a lot, so
The baby boy has been kind of an asshole sometimes. Daughter was the
Well-
sweetest kid, like all grown.
well, how old
Uh,
is the baby boy?
He's a year and a half. So
Yeah, you're
but-
getting to about that age.
but like when my daughter was a year and a half, she was just sort of like, I'm a baby and I'm exploring and doing things. And he's just like,
I'm a baby.
he's just like, I'll hit you in the face and then apologize, and then you'll say good job.
Don't you love it
And I'm
when
just
your
like,
kids do
just
that?
don't hit him in the
yeah, I'm a
face."
baby.
I'm a baby.
Sounds like a John Mulaney bit.
Right.
My cat keeps opening the office door.
Oh, fun. All right, you all get marching, traveling northward some more. Continuing up the road, you do eventually see a cart heading southward in the distance. A small one-horse, like two-wheel kind of cart. It's just got a mule at the front, kind of trotting along. Sees you all from a distance, and kind of does the hand up kind of wave of like the friendly traveler wave.
Way back.
Uh,
Oh, I want to start keeping an eye out for the bandits.
oh yes.
For the people who stole the stuff.
True. The animal is slowed a little bit as you all kind of approach each other. Got my stuff backwards. Boop, 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 boop. There's like an elven merchant of some kind, flowing kind of clothes, a like kind of a fancy hat, almost like a silk version of like a newsboy kind of cap. Just sort of like, hello, how is everyone?
Fine.
Doing alright.
You all are adventurers, it seems. Probably have a bit of coin on you. I don't have much that's people such as yourselves would be aware of or in need of. I've got these fine. I have a few bolts of fine silks. Some other bolts of cloth of various quality and colorations. If you are in need of something in particular, you can always talk to me. I am heading southward to Seton. where I hear it is a well-regimented, faithful city run by a wonderful church of some kind. Um, Charlie, yes.
I'm
Little
looking
late.
around for dwarves.
Looking for dwarves.
Yeah, keeping a keen eye out to see
Sure.
if there's anything rustling or moving.
Perception check for sure.
Can I insight this guy to see if he's on the level?
Sure.
Perception 21.
Nice.
19 insight.
Scanning the horizon, you do not see anyone like immediately ready to like ambush. And from the approach of this individual cart-wise, they've probably been moving for a while. It would have been weird for them to have gotten up to the speed they were at if they were like waiting for someone to approach. They're traveling southward. So Lucian making an insight check. I mean, the guy's trying to hustle you for sure. And he seems he has a nice rapier on the side. It's a little on the wicked looking side. It seems like it's made out of pewter or something. It's not quite a clean steel. You just catch a bit of out of the hilt. But you know, he's dressed as a traveling cloth merchant kind of thing. You're not sure of the quality or anything of what he's trying to sell.
Sorry, I'm not interested.
It also you pick up that you catch the way he was talking about heading to like a good godly city, like heading southward. It seems like he's aware that the city kind of went a little tits up.
So he was being sarcastic.
So no, he seemed like he was trying to be genuine kind of thing, but he clearly like didn't really believe what he was actually saying. But yeah, that's what you've gleaned thus far.
Sorry, but I'm not interested in any sort of fabrics, and I can't speak for my friends though.
Fair enough.
I'm broke.
Yeah, all right. Anything I can purchase off of you? That someone of my business interests would be interested in?
I think we'll be all right.
Do you have any information on Seton and if the economic situation is favorable to someone of my persuasion?
Well, there seems to be a bit of a vacuum right now, and perhaps you could take advantage of that.
A vacuum? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of a sciencey term. There's sort of an absence of a centralized power at the moment.
Ah. So people are just doing whatever.
They're kind of trying to figure it out.
Yeah, but perhaps right now is the best time to set things up before things get a little bit crazier.
Work in textiles, and textiles thrive in stability. If you're telling me I should head northward to the dwarves instead of heading southward to this port city, I would love to know.
I think you should head south.
All right.
It was mostly settled by the time when we left.
Yeah, it was
Should be fine
mostly
by the time we
settled.
get there.
All right.
There will be either one of two, stability powers will be in control probably by the time you get there, so
Very well.
best of luck.
Well, I do thank you for your information. I shall be on my way. And a good day to you. Kind of starts trotting southward. What? So you all are continue northward. Moving on. Anything to add? Yes, Rev.
Just keeping an eye out for them bandits, because they said about a day and a half, so probably by the end of our day today, we will probably come up to where they were.
Right.
Oh, but they also had a horse and carriage, so
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But keeping an eye out all the same.
Yeah. Lucian is as well. Lucian's actually walking with their bow staff out.
Yep, yep.
You wouldn't deprive a simple elf of their walking stick, would you?
So, heading northward,
Okay, I swear.
there's probably an hour goes by. Everybody make a perception check.
7.
Ooh, 5. Why have you passed this curse on to me?
Everyone, and I do mean everyone, everyone hears a sound of something approaching from behind. You've come around a bend and through the trees and the thicket. You just hear the shuffling of someone like quickly moving, just like somebody who's like jogging, like trying to get through an area quickly. And so you all turn to see a half orc man, a sort of a cloth wrapped over a sword at the side, and like a backpack behind them, just like, and then he kind of looks up and sees all four of you like looking back at him, and he slows his pace immediately and is just like, hey, good day.
Hello?
Hey there, friend.
Keeps kind of has sort of still a quick walking pace and is kind of catching up.
You might want to be careful. Apparently there are
Backs up
bandits.
quickly from you.
Not because of us.
Oh,
We heard tale of some adventurers up the road that have been trying to extort people out of their coin and diamonds, and any diamonds they have.
so nasty, thieving types.
Yes.
You plan to find and murder these people.
I believe that was the plan, yes.
Heh. Glory. Coin and glory. Aye.
Aye.
I mean,
reaction from all of you is like,
yeah.
coin and glory.
I mean, yeah.
Going to
They're
glory.
just kind of dicks.
This isn't the warrior spirit I was expecting, and I came upon the four of you, but fair enough. Well, I usually handle these things alone, but wouldn't mind a few in my back.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Do I? 19.
Ah, that's better.
What's Charlie got?
8.
8?
I got a 19.
A 19, nice.
Advantage on insight checks.
Yeah. Something in particular seems off. Lucian, you recognize when kind of goes to like smack the blade, and as he's like emoting and getting across his point of like coin and glory and trying to rev everybody up to go after these bandits, as he goes to smack the blade, you see the like wrapping that's over the blade, and you see his hand pass through it as though it's not there, and the small clank of the handle of a sword not wrapped in cloth whatsoever.
I'm gonna go up to him and push him.
Sure.
Like, just try to put my hand on it. Just put my hand on him.
Yeah, you go to shove a person. Roll initiative. I guess everyone else
All
as
of
well.
us?
Sure, just to get everybody in like.
How is
sequence.
this? Okay, yeah, I guess.
That is a 21, I think. Yes,
22.
22. Lucian.
7.
Lucian.
21.
21. That is a 4 for Orin. All right. Charlie, you watch as you have not gleaned anything suspicious about this character other than like a little bit overzealous adventurer type wants to hunt down people. But you do watch Lucian walking up with like intention to like shove or harm or is looking to get physical with this individual kind of out of nowhere.
Okay. I'll ready my action until fighting starts.
What action are you readying?
My bow.
Bow? Alright, so you get your
Shoot
bow
an
out
arrow.
and get ready to shoot.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You bow out, ready to shoot, and the individual's like, wait a minute! but Lucian, you get up. You get up to him. You make a shove attack. All right.
Yes.
Make an athletics check.
17.
17. Yeah, you push them back 5 feet. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Is that the other one I have an advantage on?
It is.
Okay.
Yep. Insight and
Yeah.
investigation.
Paladin elves have advantage on insight and investigation.
Yeah.
Nice.
17.
17. This visage is definitely illusory. You push through the
No.
flowing there's like a breastplate kind of thing, and you push and your hands just go right through it to the chest. And the chest feels smaller than what you were expecting. But yeah, you just shove them back. You push them back about 5 feet from you.
Illusion, drop now.
Cool. And there's a very well as a rapier is drawn to slash at you. The form drops immediately. You can see an elven man who does not really look like, not even the previous elf man that you saw heading southward. Though you do recognize the pewter blade of this rapier as it comes out, and he's like, that is the same rapier that other guy had. It is slashing out at Lucian. So, Lucian is guessing a 12 misses.
It does.
I'm shooting him.
Yes, held action from Charlie to shoot. Charlie, take your shot.
Is Lucian still within 5 feet?
Lucian specifically shoved him back, but then the other guy approaches as he's drawing his rapier, so wishy-washy.
Okay.
But yeah, go for it.
Either way.
Take a shot.
Fuck it. Either way, steady aim.
Yep. Well, that's a bonus action from your turn, which you cannot take on a held action.
Oh, fuck, right, okay.
So you don't have advantage,
Never mind.
but you do have an attack.
Yeah. Oh, natural 20!
Ooh, shiz. All right.
Okay.
Get that damage.
Yes, I just need my dice.
Double dice.
Double dice on
double dice?
Double dice.
Cool.
double that.
I need another d6.
Crit sneak attacks are terrifying, by the way. Just you die now.
Okay. This is gonna take a hot second.
You're doing myth.
32 points of damage.
Whew. My goodness. A dead in
Level
the chest. There's a let's do. There's a pierced lung at this point, and it's just a immediate like blood coughs out towards Lucian, and it's just like Lucian, a 25 should hit you though.
Ow.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I have a penguin-laden pirate ship in the way of my other dice. There we are. All right. So Lucian takes, that would be 11 points of damage.
Not bad, not bad.
They slash.
You die now.
As that happens, Shadow immediately runs up your legs and swirls around your body, and you feel much weaker than you did a moment ago. Your ability to like lift and push feels like severely reduced.
So
the individual also and powers through, and an extra couple of flicks of the blade start coming in.
Sick.
That is a 24 to hit. And a 16 points of damage, 5 of which is necrotic. And a final swipe with a 15 to hit is all.
no.
That is miss.
No, my AC is 17.
Right? And as a as a side note, just kind of also like pulls a shield from the back, and gets in a defensive position, and is just like, "Now's a good time!" Yelled out into the forest.
There it is.
Hey, Robbie, I could use some healing.
Yeah, Robbie was like standing off to the side, just kind of being like, "Oh, what are they gonna do?" And then all of a sudden, this person slashes at Lucian a few times. It's like, "Oh shit, we're doing this."
Right.
Oh shit.
So Ravi, yeah, you watch as this individual gets dead center amassed with an arrow, and then proceeds to just carve Lucian a whole new set of scars, and then it is you're up.
Fun.
Thanks for the new scars, but also ow.
I am going to draw my rapier
Yeah.
and go up to them,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna make an attack.
Sure. Go for it.
So that's a 22 to hit.
22. You see a spot, an opening in the defenses over the shoulder, right into the meat of the back of the neck. And looking at this individual, you're pretty sure one or two good strikes they are going to drop. And as you go and lunge forward, you see it go and scrape off of an invisible barrier that generates over them. You see a glowing red gem attached to the pommel of their rapier that flashes with light as it covers him with some sort of shield.
Fucking shield spell.
Shield has been cast.
All right. Well, I will healing word Lucian then.
Nice.
Thank God. Because fun fact, I'm at 9 hit points.
Just at first level.
Engage it.
Ooh, that's max. So that's 7 hit points for you.
Cool, I'm back up to 16, just under half.
All right. Now, Orin looks over and is just like, "What even's going on? Bad guy?" Kind of it goes and like makes a few arcane gestures. Yeah, and they you see 3 darts of arcane force go swirl all around all of the combatants, and then just go bloop 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 into this arcane shield that's up. And he just goes, "What?" Seemingly confused about what just happened. As his Arcana check was not high enough to know that shield blocks magic missile.
I know it's next turn.
Coming around to Charlie.
I'm gonna bonus action steady aim and then hit him again.
Gotcha. Planting your feet, lining up your shot, advantage. Take the shot.
Is that another one?
9.
9.
With advantage, I rolled a 3 and a 5.
Ooh.
Sick.
I love when I'm playing a halfling and I roll like double 2s and I'm like, come on.
Could have at least been a 1.
No, 12. Sorry, I forgot my +7. I don't know
gotcha.
why.
But yeah, no, 12 is not even gonna do it. It kind of just doesn't even hit that arcane shield. He just ducks out of the way as the arrow flies down the road.
I'd yell, "Fuck you!"
No, fuck you.
I'm a hit him.
Lucian, go for it.
I hit him with my bow staff.
Do it.
Bonk. Bonk.
That's a 22?
That, again, gleans off this arcane shield that he has up.
Okay, and then I'm gonna punch him.
Go for it. Key point burning for a flurry or just a punch?
Just deck him in the face with lightning.
You could take the dodge action.
That's actually a really good idea.
I guess I should put my
Will
battle
Lucian
music on.
hold back and be defensive or keep swinging?
How beat up does this guy look?
Pretty beat up. Definitely bloody.
22 did not hit him.
I'm gonna burn a key point to Step of the Wind, just dodge action.
Dodge action. Cool. Burn a key point. Okay. Now, from the woods, you hear this "Ah!" as a dwarven woman just charging in with double battle axes. It says, "Ah!"
Boy.
Has to move and dash though, so it's a little anticlimactic. But does get sees that the boss is squared up against Lucian, so moves into a flanking position with Lucian and the boss. You can hear another one from like the other side in the forest start to but hasn't started like running in yet. So dwarf gets in position. This one, looking at Lucian, is just like, watch out for that girl behind you. She's a rough one. Goes to make his 2 strikes against Lucian. That is a 14, which
Nope.
is a miss. And that is an 18.
Just hits.
Just yet. That is 17 points piercing damage, or not quite 17
I'm
points.
down.
17.
Fortunately, I'm not a Valor Bard, and I couldn't give you the one that you can add to your AC.
Oh yeah.
As I go down, I'm just like, fuck you.
Fuck you. One down. 5 to go.
5.
I have to go. I look around. What?
What? Comes over to Ravi.
My turn.
There is a flick of the rapier back in Ravi's direction, and the shadows drift off of Lucian and swirl around and attach to Ravi. What is Ravi going to do?
With my action, I'm going to cast Mirror Image on myself. And with my bonus action,
Yes, Shadow Clone.
I'll give, I guess, Charlie. Actually, I'm gonna give myself Bardic Inspiration. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Ravi inspires.
That's fine.
Inspires himself.
Hi. He gives himself a little pep talk.
Another.
You got this. You got this. You got this. You got
Another
this.
screaming dwarf woman from the forest. Running out, but again can't like actually do anything except for get to somebody. Is gonna run up on Charlie. Charlie, you have a screaming dwarf woman in your face, but his otherwise no action left to actually do anything. But she's real mad. She's right there. A lot of spit in her beard. Just like not having a great day herself.
This could be where the campaign ends.
Dead on the side of the road. Always a fun place to be.
Damn. That'd be rough.
Yep. Orin looks over and is just like, no, and is going to cast Magic Missile at the screaming lady.
Does he not know any other spells?
No other attack spells, maybe.
Attack spells. And there is a like on her back, and then she's just kind of like, and he's just like, pulls his axe out, and it's just like, yeah, let's go, lady. So yeah, you did some damage there. Now, Charlie, you do have a screaming.
Okay, bonus action, disengage, and I'll scurry away from her.
Cool.
And then I'll shoot the big bad guy again.
Go for it.
18 to hit.
That does not hit.
What?
Very dexterous elf puts up his shield.
Damn.
And off the physical shield.
That's rough, buddy.
This dude does seem very difficult to land a blow on.
Okay, that's my turn.
Yeah, that first hit got him very close to being dead, but otherwise he has pretty solid defenses. Coming around over to Lucian. Lucian, roll a death save.
Uh-huh.
I lived. Just that 20, just.
Hey!
Hey!
Natural 20?
Yeah!
That gives
Nice.
you one
See-
hit point for the start of your turn. So Lucian literally sits up, pretty mad about the situation.
Wait a minute, I'm actually alive.
You have your turn. You may use half your movement to stand or do whatever you wish.
Where is the elf guy?
Right next to you, just switched aim over to Ravi.
So is he within melee range of Ravi?
Yeah.
Can he see that I'm up?
Yeah, he's aware of you. You're not hiding in any way.
I was hoping. Okay. I'm gonna try and sweep his leg with my bow staff as an attack.
You can go for a trip, sure. So
Yeah.
you will make an athletics check.
Unnatural 20, 19 plus 1.
Nice.
High roller.
This is just revenge. Just hi there.
You knock him prone. Do you stand up as well?
Yes, I stand up as I trip him,
Yep, he is on the ground prone.
and then I'm just going to punch him in the face as hard as I can.
Are you burning a key point to flurry, or are you just gonna take one punch?
Yes, I'm going to key point to flurry him. I want this dude dead.
Nice. Make an attack with advantage, as he is prone.
That is a 24.
24. Yeah, it connects.
That's 7 damage.
7. Nice.
I'm gonna say that's lightning damage.
Sure.
And a plus 6. 23.
For that, you do see the flash of the pommel and the shield come up, and the lightning fist come up against it.
Motherfucker.
You die. Hey, Ravi, can you heal me? I am bleeding heavily.
That is really annoying.
Before Ravi, the screaming barbarian woman, who previously was flanked on Lucian, sees a many-image half-elf rapier wielder that the boss is squared up with.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is double advantage a thing?
Not really, sort of, but wait, why?
Because I was
In what
flanking.
No, you don't.
And
Multiple instances of advantage don't stack up to triple
Okay.
and quadruple advantage. You either have
Okay.
advantage or disadvantage or cancel out regular thing. It's also not a practice in 7th grade positive and negative integers kind of thing where it doesn't matter how many positives and how many negatives you have. If you have any on either side, it's just a regular roll. Nice and simplified. People get to just move on with their rolls in their lives.
yeah.
Yep.
This
Unless you're a halfling.
raging lady, though, is going to have to make a quick decision on who to go at.
I give her a wink to try and persuade her to attack me.
Yeah, make a persuasion check. Go for it. You see her do a quick size up to figure out what to do.
22.
Shit. Cool. All right. Looks over at Ravi and is just like, yeah. And she runs up on you with 2 axes and is just like, you're gonna have to back up that wink. Who's gonna comb my beard? And then comes in to swing the axe. Is attacking recklessly. That's a natural 20.
All right.
Hi,
Oh,
Ravi.
because of mirror image.
Mirror image.
She does hit one of my mirror images.
Okay, so shatters one of the.
So she shatters one of the other ones instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Turns bonus
Instead
action
of hitting with the nat 20.
Right. You almost got the nat 20 from the barbarian, yeah.
That was got bonked.
Problematic.
There's a next swing of a 22 to hit, with the offhand axe. So we're gonna roll for the mirror image.
Doesn't reckless attack require your bonus action?
No.
Nope.
Oh, I
You
thought
just
it did.
decide when you make an attack.
Bonus action.
But now all
which
attacks.
she already did.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's hits another mirror.
Hits another mirror. All right. So she's like, "Who's gonna comb my beard?" It's just very angry and wants someone combing her beard apparently. All
I
right.
need healing.
A well-used mirror image as this barbarian dwarf lady is just swinging and missing.
Soak up 2 hits.
Right. The individual kind of looks back at Lucian and is just like, "Get down!" and takes a swipe with the rapier. Gets up first. That is a 22 to hit.
Against me?
Yes.
Damn.
Oh. Well, I'm going back to sleep.
That's rough, buddy.
15, but not instant death damage, so you just dropped again.
Whee!
Like, and then takes the next attack over at Ravi.
I thought Ravi went before him.
Nope, Ravi goes right after. So an 11. Yeah. I don't think even hits the illusions.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah.
So
just total. There's like and then comes to do like a fancy stab and just utterly misses. Now, bonus action does go a little. Gets a kind of a rebreather.
I'm going to use. Well, sorry. This is
Ravi.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one do I use? I'm gonna use a slashing flourish.
Ooh.
So, when I make an attack action, my movement speed increases by 10 feet, and if I hit someone, then I get to hit them a little harder, and also someone else within 5 feet of me.
Oh, okay, cool. You do have the dwarf and the elf within range.
Exactly. So that's I'm gonna attack the dwarf.
Cool. Yeah.
And I have advantage, right? Because they're reckless.
They went reckless, so you do have advantage.
All right. Cool. Wow. Not. Okay. 18. Hopefully that hits them.
18 does hit.
Okay.
They are not defensively oriented.
Is perfect.
Barbarians.
So, yeah. So they take 10 damage.
Nice.
And the other guy takes 3.
And he takes 3. Okay. Just like automatically?
Yeah, so because I hit on it does cost a bardic inspiration.
Oh, gotcha. Cool.
Yes. And then with my bonus action, I will cast Healing Word on Lucian.
Now, she does not seem to respond that heavily to the there's a slash, but she doesn't respond as heavily as you'd expect.
Yeah.
Raging Barbarian Lady.
Yep.
And then you are... What was the bonus action?
I'm going to cast Healing Word again.
Neat. Burn that healing
So you get
word.
5 hit points.
Lucian is now at 5.
Just really getting sick of this shit.
I say, get up!
You have that...
and that is my Healing Word.
Lucian, you have that moment where the first time you went down, you saw water all around you, and a fish man in the distance cock his head at you, and then you get back up, and you take some swings, you make some hits, you get slashed again and drop to the ground, and then you're closer. This time, not quite in arm's reach, but you see him like reach down and and wrap up some seaweed and pull a glowing lantern ready with a nasty hook on it, and is like getting ready. The hook aside and is like reaching out, and then you wake back up again.
Bad touch.
I need an adult.
But you are conscious at the moment on the ground next to all the flying axes and blades.
This time, since he's facing away, is he aware?
Yes, you're not hiding or anything. There's no. You are taking sudden gasps of air as you come. You're not invisible or hidden in any way. Ravi, you done?
Yep.
Cool. A barbarian over by Charlie, who's been recently pummeled with some force blasts, goes and rushes Orin, and is just like, "Get down, child!" Takes a reckless swing, and you watch as this, up till now, seemingly not that impressive child warrior magic user of some kind, just like, "Come on, bring it!" And you watch his axe come down, and you're like, "This kid's gonna die," and he just like, "Grr!" and just like blocks with his own axe, and is just like, "Yeah!" like into her face. And she's just like, "You little shit." Goes for the offhand. That's a better hit.
Come on, Orin.
There is a glancing blow across the head, just for like a single point of damage. It looks like. It caught him for a few, but
Only I was.
Or wait, no, actually, math. So you guys all watch what should be a glancing blow, what should just be a nick across the head, maybe a glancing blow off the shoulder. All of you have had an axe fly at you at some point and know how to like kind of duck and weave the hit. You watch this catch him on the side of the face, and it's almost like he looks at it, and it just goes, and you see him drop to the ground.
Oh no! Oh no!
Lucian, something to say?
We bought healing potions, right? Not the weird chicken potions, but we bought a couple from the snake lady, right?
Back in town, no one made a stop at the Naga's Emporium, no.
Because
I have a couple. I have a couple from the crypt.
So everyone watches as this glancing blow of maybe 6 damage completely drops this.
He's a wizard.
He's a first level wizard.
Even a first level wizard.
Damn.
On the ground.
Guess he's got a con modifier of 0.
Or
Damn,
negative
son.
1.
Remember, he couldn't keep up with Charlie.
Alright, yeah.
All right. So that's their turn. He has to make a death save. Okay.
Oh,
Charlie.
no.
I'll comb your beard, bitch! And steady aim, and I shoot an arrow at the bearded dwarf.
All right, going after the one.
I'm trying to shoot them like right in the neck,
In the beard.
like, right under the jaw.
Trying to trim
To comb their beard.
Trying to comb the beard.
Oh, double 17s plus 7.
Yeah.
So
Dog.
a lot.
Ravi's in melee. You don't have to burn a bonus action. They were attacking recklessly, so you have advantage anyways.
Okay.
So, yeah. And you get your sneak attack damage. They are in melee with Ravi, so.
Cool. Ooh, wrong dice.
How you like me now?
Now that you're on your way.
15 damage.
Carry on my way.
15 damage.
That's as much as we can do.
Yep. Yes. You do see the arrow just kind of get to where the neck meets the clavicle, and she's just like growling in your direction.
Dab.
Comes over to Lucian, who is currently prone.
Stand up. Baseball bat.
Go for it.
Are we flanking?
You could get in position to flank, yeah?
I'm going to do that.
Nice.
That is a 21.
A 21. You once again see a flash of light off of this hilt of this guy's sword, and cover him in an arcane sheen.
How many times can he do that?
Wait.
That
Oh,
asshole.
shit, I miscounted. It's a 23. But still probably doesn't hit, because I hate shield.
Shield's nuts. When you're holding a shield and casting shield, it really gets out of
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, my Artificer, he has like an AC of 20 and then has 6 first level spell slots for multi-classing,
and then
so...
I'm just gonna follow up with a kick.
Gotcha. Kick.
Does a 24 hit?
24 just hits.
Yes!
Kind of you go for the bow staff, cring, and then just drag it until you find the gap and throw the kick in. Roll damage.
8 damage.
8.
Means I need at least a 19 to hit this person.
Well, they have shield up, sure.
Well, yeah, while they have it up. I have a
I need to roll
10%
an
chance of
18
hitting
to
them.
hit.
Huh?
I have... Oh, yeah.
What?
Eesh.
Anything relevant or what?
No, I was just saying I have a 10% chance of hitting them then.
Oh, yeah. All right. Anything else from Lucian? Well, that's action, bonus action. So, I don't think you're gonna start running around him. So,
Ravi, help! I'm dying!
barbarian nearby.
Do.
Seems to be just ignoring any like instructions this other guy is trying to give, and is just angrily swinging at Ravi.
Cool.
That's a. Oh wow. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit, but I do still have one more. So I need to roll above a 10. That is an 11.
Hits the last.
No bonk. Yep, that's the last mirror.
Offhand comes swinging up.
Shatters it. And now it's just me.
That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
We need to get you a shield.
14 AC.
That is 10
Or-
slashing damage.
Alright.
Why is everyone being dealt like 10 damage and I was dealt like 30 damage in one turn?
Because you were attacked 4 times.
You were attacked 4 times. Yeah. A fighter attacked you with action surge. That's
Yeah.
pretty much
Oh,
it.
and
so
like
he can
Hex
only
or
do that
something.
once.
Yeah, he's got
Yeah,
that
and
once.
like Hex or something.
Yes.
Because you got like necrotic damaged.
A hex did apply.
Bonk.
Now, where were we before we got interrupted?
It is the barbarian lady's turn.
Yes, dwarf lady. She has taken her 2 swings though, and managed to connect with Ravi once. The illusion's now destroyed. She's just like, no, I don't like men that can't comb my beard. And then it would come over to this elven man who's breathing heavily and kind of sizing up the situation. And only one way out is through. He's gonna take a pair of attacks at Lucian.
Oh, Lucian, cool.
At Lucian. The closest to dropping, so he wants you to drop so we can
Yep.
get moving on.
Very good. Good
That
idea.
is a 19 to hit. Although he moved he did move the hex onto Ravi, so you don't have to worry about the hex damage.
I'm going to die
I
anyway.
thought you could only move Hex if the target was dead.
I believe it's reduced to 0.
Oh,
It is
okay.
reduced to
Which
0.
Lucian was at the
Cool.
time. And
I
so,
guess I'm just so used to the warlock in
so
my
used to
party
just
just being
killing
like
everything, so it's
killing
usually
something
matter.
and then moving it. Yeah.
15 piercing damage to Lucian.
I'm down again!
Down again. Lucian, your eyes shut and you feel the waves, and there's seaweed being tied around your ankles.
Hey,
A
could you not? I'm not
chain
dead yet.
around the neck with a glowing orb, and you see a sea of 20 or 30 other bodies floating, tied to the seafloor with lanterns on. It's like, soon I can see my whole kingdom.
Could you chill for like 5 minutes? I'm not dead yet.
The needled teeth of this fish-headed monstrosity of a noble genie, getting ready to write you into position for his latest lantern. I think that was just his first attack. So he spins around to take another stab over at Ravi.
Fun.
That is a 22.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
My AC of 14.
Oh shit. That's that is 8 piercing damage with 6 necrotic.
So 14.
14 total.
I
Blood and shadow coming off of the blade there, as he's just
great. I'm doing fine.
Then it is Ravi's turn.
TPK. TPK. I'm gonna do the same thing as I did last time. I'm gonna try and mobile flourish.
Do it.
Sorry, not mobile flourish. I will slashing flourish.
Give me an insight check here.
Sure.
Yeah.
21.
You recognize he is very nearly down. Like, a point of damage would get him. So if you can get him just with that secondary damage, he's probably going to drop.
What's super
Yeah, but he's a lot harder to hit than the other person. So
Also
if I slashing flourish them, and then just do a little carryover damage to them, then hopefully I can be more efficient.
This is true.
What's super frustrating to me.
And did they
is
reckless attack again?
They did reckless attack, so you have advantage on the attack against the dwarf.
I should have been dealing a little more damage than I was because I forgot about the genie warlock thing of extra damage.
Anytime you hit, you do a little extra, yeah.
He should be dead by now.
It's a 21 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right, so that's and I spend my bardic inspiration. All right, so that's nice. That's much better than last time. So that's if I can just do the math, 16 to the barbarian lady,
Nice.
and then 5 to the elf dude.
Nice. All right.
And then I will use my bonus action at second level to cast Healing Word
On whom?
on Lucian.
On Lucian. All right.
That's 2d4 plus 4. Not great. 8 hit points.
8 points. Lucian.
You're back.
You feel the rush of the water as your patron is locked eyes with you as you get pulled out of the water and is looking up at you and just like, you or someone else goes in the water, and then and it kind of regain consciousness again.
Oh, him! Guys, we need to throw that body in the water once it's down, and then I get up.
Not your turn. So
Once I will get up once it's my turn.
but we'll get to that when it's your turn.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else from Ravi?
No.
I managed to catch him on the side, and he drops to the ground. You watch the shadow on you go just turn to ash and scatter. The barbarian lady next looks down and is like, ah! No! Reaches down and grabs him, and then just like over shoulders and starts to run towards the forest.
I will take my reaction opportunity attack.
Do it.
It's her turn again, so I don't get the reckless attack bonus.
Technically, Lucian, you are conscious. You are prone, so you have disadvantage, but you could make an attack of opportunity if you wanted.
No point in not.
I got a natural 19 for a
Oh yeah, that's it.
24.
Right.
That's the number.
That's 14
Both hit. Yeah. She is not super hard to hit.
with my bow staff.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. That's a
That is
12 damage.
12. All right.
also 12 damage.
Nice.
Hold on, I need to check something about the flourish things.
I need to
On your
change
turn.
my
It says on your
picture.
turn, so.
Gotcha.
I need to find a church.
Awkwardly for her, her attempt to grab her boss and run and get out of here fails horribly. A rapier slash to the back of the leg and a bow staff hit to the crack to the back of the head and she just falls on top of him in the road.
Where up, thought.
And then next,
All women are queens.
the other dwarven woman drops one of her axes, grabs Orin, and puts like the blade to his throat, and is just like, "Stop! All of you, stop! He dies if you do anything else." He has to make a death save because he is actively dying. Charlie, you'd be the next one to act.
Shoot her in the face.
Oh, you're
Oh,
muted.
your mic's not down.
Mike.
I will put down my bow and make my sign, the sign of my guild,
Mm-hmm.
and I will say, "I am Nightingale of the Wind Scars from the Stardust Division. We are on official business. Leave now, or you will have Stardust herself to answer to."
The axe immediately just pulls away from the neck, and the boy is set down gently, and is just like picks up her other axe and like puts them in the rings, and is just like, "That's very fine. Good day to you, Nightingale." And the rage
Wait.
is like melted away.
You've hurt my friends. I expect compensation.
I'm gonna run over to the kid
Hey.
and
Oh.
cast Cure Wounds on him. If we're out of initiative.
Semi out of initiative, yeah. Charlie make a persuasion check.
Come on. Ooh.
13.
13. Yes, there is a like, just pulls the coin purse and throws it down. Looks like it's her main pouch that would have gold in it, and so she just throws that to the ground. It's like, "I'll take my leave," as you said, and backs away slowly. Lucian, what are you up to?
I'm taking that sword. That sword that almost killed me. And also the body, because I remembered...
There's a moment of, "I'm taking this, the thing you have no idea how to use."
I'm still taking it. It's
That's
mostly
fine.
for Ravi.
I have a sword. I'm a sword guy.
It's mostly for my friends. I'm just taking it out of spite.
Right. Who are you talking to?
Myself, shut up.
"I'm taking this," and everybody's just like, "What?" Ravi. So you, Ravi, rush over and cure wounds on the kid.
He gets 8 hit points.
8 points. So
Which is more than his max.
So he is at full.
Yeah.
Boys.
The child is just like,
If this kid doesn't level up from this, I'm gonna be pissed.
I will kill him, which is very easy.
Lucian.
And then I look to Lucian and see that she's looting, and I will go over and loot them as well.
Gotcha. Charlie.
I will look at them again and say, "If I see you on these paths again, God save you."
There is a bow, and she backs away into the tree line, and then out of sight. Lucian.
Speaking of gods and patrons, I need. They they don't know how the genies might be listening, so they just like cover their casting focus, and it's just like, I need to change my pact like now.
Yeah, dude, that genie's like fucked.
Yeah.
But let's try to get the priest first.
Yeah. Might go to church, see if I can like pray for forgiveness. Maybe there's like
I really don't think that's how it works.
Maybe there's like a god of pirates. I don't know.
The kid Oren looks over to Charlie and he's like, "How'd I do?"
You did great, kid.
You did.
I don't remember a lot. The last
That's fine.
minute.
You don't generally remember your first time. It's all right.
Oh, okay. That's not what my dad said, but okay. Yeah, sure. What was that lady talking about her beard for? What's going on?
It's okay. I
Honestly,
gave her. I
don't
gave her a
know.
little shave.
Okay.
Hey.
It's disrespectful. Oh. It just sits down in the dirt. Oh, goodness.
Here, take this, and I give him my flask.
Yeah, that's good stuff. You all begin to
Guys, a Chad.
Coin!
The pulling the dwarven woman off of the elf man. The dwarven woman doesn't have much. You all kind of like pool their coin to make it easier to like kind of count. She has a pair of battle axes that are just standard. If anybody wants to mark them down, or you can just chuck them in the forest. Isn't wearing armor. She's doesn't really even have any other like equipment on her in particular. They might have something stashed away somewhere around the area. You don't really know. Lucian already kind of grabbed the rapier and is kind of playing with it. There is also there is the one thing that did not change in particular. Ravi, what are you trying to say before I get into too much detail?
I was just wondering if the other woman like left.
Yeah, she left. She was threatened with her life.
Okay.
And she's vastly.
I wasn't sure if she was just standing there like kind of like mildly terrified, or if she had like run.
No, she full ran. Orin actually takes a second to cast detect magic as a ritual. And it's like, sometimes these guys have magic stuff. Hold on. And after a few minutes,
Must
over,
protect Orin.
It's just like, yeah, that sword's definitely magic, and so is this hat. Kind of takes the hat off, of the head. I don't know what it does yet, but I can figure to find out if we want to take a minute to see. Do you want to take a minute? I'm gonna take a minute.
Sure.
What's the sword do?
Yeah, I gotta take a minute. Just give me a minute. All right.
How much did you say there was gold?
Counting it out, there are 43 gold pieces between the coin pouches you have.
Between the four of us.
Yeah.
One of us is gonna get an extra gold.
Well, three of us get an extra gold.
Yeah, that's not how division works.
And one of us does not.
Right.
I am those three.
So Orin.
Orin. So Orin gets 10 gold.
Oh no! Don't open Steam.
Now all of the gold he has.
Oh no!
I'm taking the
I
extra
clicked
gold
Steam when I meant to click Discord.
because I possibly just fucked myself, and then I take 13.
Well, if you're the
Take
one
all.
getting a fucking, why am I not getting the gold?
'Cause
You're
fuck
already
you.
getting a fucking.
Wait, your girlfriend's not here.
No, you fucked yourself.
Yeah, I
don't.
fucked
You don't
myself.
need to.
Nice.
This
Fuck
is all
you,
very
and I
confusing
just-
and distracting.
Listen, I almost died 3 times. Let
Yeah,
me
and
have this.
I possibly
That's-
put my... Never, I'm taking it.
Charlie demands the 13 as everyone else gets 10.
I don't demand, I just take it.
Just take it. Just look at the pile and just pick out 13 gold.
13.
Not in the mood to argue, so fine.
Yes. So
Fine.
so
I'll
with-
remove my one
unless-
gold.
unless people are in the mood to argue, Lucian, Ravi, and Orin get 10, and Charlie takes 13. Charlie is in a mood and does not seem.
It's not like I paid
one
the
you would
most
want
for
to
that
fuck with
pearl or anything.
Huh?
It's like I'm not. It's not like I was the one who paid the most for the pearl or anything.
Fuck you, fine.
I'm kidding. Yeah, that was out of character. That was just joking.
Oh, okay, fuck you. Never mind.
The theme
Rich
of the
boy.
night is no fuck you.
No,
Go
fuck.
get money from your uncle.
Refuse.
That's the new name of the episode. No, fuck you.
Right. All right. So, Orin
Guess we
casts
take the 20
identify.
We take a short rest as well.
People start to take a short rest on the side of the road. Sure. The-
Rolling all of my hit dice.
And Orin identifying this sword is like, Okay. Who uses this kind of? It's a sword of cursing people. Who wants the
I
sword
mean,
that curses people?
sounds interesting
Have
to
it.
me.
Huh? Huh?
Give it here.
Oh, yeah. Out of game context, it is a magic rapier. No bonus to attack or damage or anything like that. But
Alright.
once per day, you can cast Hex as a bonus action after
Sick.
you have on a creature you have struck with it during that turn. So you land a hit
Okay.
and you use your bonus action to then cast Hex. They are then hexed per the spell.
The
Charlie.
spell hack, right?
I'm retrieving arrows.
Sure. Yeah. And go out and collect arrows that missed from the battlefield.
So,
Huh?
so can I infer that the shield thing was less the sword and more them?
There is also a as he identifies the rapier, the gem on the hilt of it falls off.
Ah.
And like hits the ground. And he's like, "All right, I guess yeah." Everybody else gets to take a breather. Here you go. Yeah, how long did I go work on that? Puts the gem on the book and starts to do his identify tracing out again. And I forget the name of this thing. I can look up the name later. So forgetting what it's called, but it is a he identifies it. It is a gem that you can attune to and place on a weapon that you are wielding. It will attach to that weapon, and then that weapon can serve as your arcane focus for your spells.
Oh, okay.
So you don't
Cool.
need then you don't need an offhand with an arcane focus or any other kind of
Well,
finagly.
I would like that as well.
You are a sword wielding caster. It's true.
Exactly.
And,
But what
and I'm
about the wizard kid? I mean,
Huh? He's like, oh, I don't use a shield on my offhand. I can trace and do stuff if I need to.
okay.
The kid looks at Lucien wanting the gem and is like, don't you punch things?
I also do magic.
Well, your hand's free then.
Yeah. He's got a good point.
Sorry, what did you say? I actually like.
Oh, you see, he makes the point of your hands are, if you're punching things, your hands are free. And if your hands are free, you can cast your spells.
Bow staff.
Right, but can't you just punch things?
Don't question me.
Okay.
He also has a hand free.
Yeah, yeah, but also I want it.
But also, I want it.
Here. Yeah, I take one of my newly acquired gold coins. Heads it's yours, tails it's mine.
Cool. Wait, no. No. I realize what you just said.
Heads it's yours, tails it's mine.
I heard heads, it's mine. I heard something else.
Did I
No,
accidentally say
I
it's
don't think
mine
so.
either
I
way?
think it was a normal. I thought
Okay,
it was
well,
it
already
is-
spoken.
It is tails.
I have a twin,
Unfortunate.
so I'm used to just being bamboozled like that.
Mm.
It's fair. No, I was just genuinely.
There was an actual
It was
regular
tails.
coin flip. I myself was expecting prestidigitation or something. But
Yeah, it was tails. So
Why do you have is that an American coin?
it
yes,
is.
it is. It's actually a 50-cent coin.
It is. I've got like 13 from when I was a child.
Got JFK on it.
Yeah. Ooh, JFK.
I guess it's mine then.
Sorry, we had a sad
Orange,
week in
flip it over.
America. But then again,
Whatever.
we've had a sad week in America like every week.
Yeah.
It's not new for America to have a sad
Ooh.
week.
Ooh.
Oof.
You mean every week?
Yeah, the America week.
Oren, toss it over.
Who's what?
Toss it. Give me the gem.
Yeah,
Give.
yeah. Kid tosses you the gem. He goes, okay, hat time. And puts the hat on the book. Everyone else is like most of the way through a short rest. He hasn't had a chance to yet because he's been identifying things. So,
Oh, we can wait an extra.
it's fine.
short
No,
rest
it's good.
time.
I'm all set. I'm fine. I'm all set. I got all my. I know my wounds are all healed. It's not even a scar. And you look at his face, and there's not even a scar. He healed well beyond his full hit points from the healing spell, so he's actually fully repaired. And
That's disappointing. Stars are awesome.
and so he is. He's like, I'm fine. Everything's fine. Well, it happens all the time, right? It's adventuring. This is adventuring. We're adventurers. When you're doing this for years.
This child. Oh no.
What's
Insight check.
Charlie up to?
I'm going to go look around nearby to see if they had left any horses or anything. Or like a cart.
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
Ooh! I thought that was cocked, but it wasn't. That makes me happy. Modified 20.
Nice. Almost immediately, you just go down the road to like the bend, and down the bend you do see the mule, just hastily reins wrapped around a branch, but the mule and cart that elven trader had like just went by in, like almost as soon as it's out of sight, it just got pulled off the road and like tied up.
Cool. I'll bring it back.
You all would see mule and cart coming back up the road. What's Lucy want to do?
Can I insight check him saying that he's been doing this for years?
Yeah, go for it.
I think it was pretty clear that he hasn't been.
21.
21. I don't know if you need me to explain. No, this appears to be probably his first time on an actual like adventure out in the world. Like one like glancing offhand attack from this barbarian dropped him immediately.
And you need to go home. What we're gonna be facing is honestly.
I'm a fully trained, ready for combat wizard. I am.
Trained does not mean prepared.
I don't know what you mean. I am set to go.
Just
honor
because
of my clan is at stake.
Just because you know how to swing a sword doesn't mean you know how to truly fight.
Yeah, what could go wrong? I could get knocked unconscious several times in a battle.
I could. How about this? I could punch your lights out.
I mean, you could try.
Hey,
kind of winks
listen.
in Ravi.
Listen, if he survived, that means he's a good adventurer.
Does it?
Yeah, that's kind of like rule number 1 of being an adventurer.
I only
is
got knocked
survive.
down once. How many times did everybody else get knocked down?
Exactly.
I
How many
didn't
times
lose
did you
a
get?
single hit point.
Hey!
How many times did you get knocked down, Lucian?
I'm sorry, I got hit 4 times in 6 seconds. Did you get hit 4 times in 6 seconds? No. Then shut
No, because
up.
I'm better at this than you.
Ravi did get swung at 4 times in 6 seconds.
Wait, does that mean I'm better than everyone?
Lucian's just gonna stand up.
You didn't get swung at.
Take that back, or I use your head like a baseball.
Why are you adventuring with this person again? Anyways,
Sorry,
this hat
just-
can cast
I had
disguise
a
self
very-
at will. Who wants it?
I've had a very, very bad day.
I'll take it.
Hands it over to Charlie.
I was gonna say, Charlie, take it anyway.
Sorry,
Charlie,
what
do
is
you
it
want
that
it?
I'm
I
getting?
mean, you're the one.
You said you were worried about your identity or something. You can make
yeah.
you can make your whatever put it on and attune to it and be whoever you want.
Mask of many
Like a-
faces.
It is a
Heck
hat.
yeah.
It is
It
a
is
hat
basically
of
math-
disguise.
It is basically, it's basically an item version of Ask How Many Faces.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's kind of sick.
Sweet. Thank you, kid.
Hey, you guys are good to go. I mean, the jokes about hitting each other is all really weird, but you guys, you know what? I could have died, and I didn't. And I think you, Ravi, you saved my life. You, Charlie, you were like, you got the person who could have killed me to like not. So you're good. Lucian, I don't know what you did for me, but you guys really backed me up here, and I appreciate it, and I'm here for it. And I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take a minute. He kind of leans up against the tree. Can everyone make an intelligence check for me?
Oh no.
Because we're all so good at those.
19.
14.
10.
14, 10. Charlie, you are first to kind of recognize that he leans up against this white vertical tree.
Oh no!
I grab him and I yank him.
He's like, what? If I take a minute, I
Kid.
can get a spell back.
Tree.
What?
Look.
Oh God! I'm gonna go over here. He kinda
Yeah.
Burn it
goes
down?
over to a nearby tree and is just like,
I'm gonna like. I'm just gonna like poke it with my bow staff.
some of the bark comes loose.
What's so bad about this tree?
And the bark almost seems like paper, like there's a layer on the most outside part of it that you could just strip off if you wanted.
I'm gonna poke it again. I'm gonna like try and scrape some off with my bow staff. I'm avoiding
It literally
touching the
like
tree.
peels as you poke at it, and the bark, the first like thicker than paper, but like this first layer of paper-like bark just like peels back as you poke it until you get to a certain point and it kind of breaks and falls off. Ravi.
So for the gym, is it just like one of those cautious cauldron of everything like shard things?
Yeah, it's a
Okay, cool.
Zanny's.
Oh, it's a Xanathar's guide.
I can look up the name while we're at the stuff. It's in here
Just so I
somewhere.
can put it in my inventory.
Yep.
I can find it. I just didn't know what book it was in.
Yeah, it's in Xanathar's. One of the common magic items. It basically lets you use an attunement slot to be able to use the weapon as your focus. Charlie.
Sick.
Would Charlie know that this is like? Is this birch? Should I make
Yeah.
a nature check?
This is.
Oh, it's birch.
birch.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it and put it in my tinderbox.
Sure. Strip off a layer.
Mhm.
There's a good dry layer of bark that would work well for tinder.
Sweet.
Yep. All right. You get some tinderbox fuel there.
Oh my god, cat.
A lot of people breathing heavily and taking a good short rest. And Charlie has found a mule with a cart that has a 3 large bolts of cloth and 2 smaller bolts of silk.
We could sell those.
You have textiles.
Oh my god,
Is
cat.
there
Decide if you want
Anything in them?
They're bolts of cloth, so it's like a roll of cloth
Okay.
meant to use for textiles. Ravi, yeah.
The Ruby of the War Mage?
Yes,
Alright.
Rad.
I think so. It has no additional effect other than uses an attunement slot, lets you use the weapon as your
Yeah.
focus. But if you're somebody who likes to have an offhand weapon, it can be useful.
It's true.
Or a shield.
Shields. If
We
you
should
want to
get
have
you
a
a
shield
shield.
and cast shield, it's kind of necessary.
That's true. That
Yep.
is correct.
You all took
We
down
need to.
a 5th level fighter.
Ooh. I mean, yeah, he had 2 attacks, so.
Yeah. Oh man. Eldritch Knights.
I'm not
yo.
gonna get that for at least 2 levels.
You multi-classed.
Yeah, it's worth
No
it.
one's fault but your own.
Although I'm starting to think multi-classing was a horrible, horrible decision.
What? Making a pact with another worldly being is never a terrible idea.
Right. The thing that was,
I'd rather be a celestial warlock.
you didn't meet any Celestials. Or attempt to find any.
I'm going to see if I can change my pact, because no.
What, you
No.
getting kind of freaked out by this?
Yes.
By this otherworldly being who...
Yes, I know. This is entirely my fault. I can fix this.
I'm sorry that the direct and foreseeable consequences of your actions are coming back to bite you.
I'm gonna go find the Raven Queen.
This is what you get for stealing someone else's wish.
Oh,
This-
It is. It is.
shots
I
fired.
apologized.
Yeah. Oh my. All right. You all have had a day already, and you've had one encounter. A short rest is had. People that need to burn hit dice, burn them.
I already did. I
burn-
burned all of them.
Burnt hit dice are had. There's a pickup of the pace as you now have a cart that could actually fit everyone if, given you don't have anybody that's super huge, and you actively have a halfling in the party as well. Taking a short rest to attune to your items, you are ready to go. Ravi, with your unique blade, able to cast Hex on a creature you've hit.
So I've got 2 rapiers now.
You do. You cannot double wield them unless you take the feat for that.
Yeah. Which
well, it's not a
I'm
bad
planning
feat.
to in the future, but
Right, yeah. The +1 AC and like double rapiers is always cool.
Exactly.
And Charlie, you attune to this hat, which I believe lets you just, as long as you have a hat involved in the disguise, you may cast disguise self at will. It always has to
Cool.
have a hat.
Oh, like full disguise self?
It is full disguise self at will,
Spell, yeah.
with the one restriction that there needs to be a hat or hairpin or something headpiece related within the disguise.
Yep.
So you can go
It's
top
kinda
hat,
fun.
news hat, whatever, and the rest of yourself also changes. People! What?
It's okay. Sorry, my video just cut out for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. But
I'm
yeah,
still alive and here.
If you look up Hat of Disguise for 5e, that is what it is.
Oh, okay, cool.
Alright. I don't know where Umbra is. In any case, it is the middle of the day, not an appropriate time to like stop and rest beyond a short rest. Oren does do something on a short rest with his spellbook. Nobody's really sure what it is, none of your wizards. But he's just sort of like, whew, alright. Ready to go. Let's do this.
I mean, Jonah has an idea.
Yep.
But
True. Looking at the bolts of cloth and silk, he's like, I think we could keep one of these, but the rest are in the way. Unless somebody wants to carry them. As we go.
might as well just ditch him.
Cool.
Say we keep the silk.
Well, we can keep one of
Yeah.
them. We got space for that. But he just tosses the like cloth out. He's just like, blue or orange?
Blue.
Blue.
Blue, orange. Everybody-
Unanimous vote.
everybody-
time we've
It's
ever
just a better
Anything.
color, okay?
So you have one bolt of blue silk. It's
Saw that.
tucked away as 3 of you in the back and 1 of you driving. Get the mule to start moving forward, and the mule is just like. You will get up to speed and start heading uphill.
A carrot on a stick.
Make pretty good time the rest of the day. It seems like this patch of ground has been well cleared. Everybody go ahead and make a perception check.
Make up for the rest we had.
That's 14.
13 from me.
5.
5.
Oof.
And the
Lucian-
universe corrects itself.
Yeah. Lucian and Ravi eventually pass what looks like another one of those like campsites where adventurers are clear. You know, they have in the past cleared a spot and set up a fire patch. You do see a little trail of smoke from what is apparently was recently burning fire. This is only about a half hour up the road from where you were at. Lucian,
I put the fire out because I don't want to risk forest fires.
you kind of have you guys slow down and then hop off and head over there. Grab some dirt and throw it on. As you get over there, you spot someone in the bushes at first, and you kind of immediately like spin the bow staff ready to go, and then realize they're not moving. You kind of take a look, and it looks like there's a few different bodies that have been stacked up like just behind the bushes and trees. Looks like 3 or 4 adventurer looking kind of people, 2 or 3 like kind of commoner looking people. They don't appear to have anything. They've been essentially stripped of all valuables and just like left in their tunics and stuff off to the side.
Yeah.
You do see a small stone jar that is just leaning up against the tree where the main pile of bodies is right behind.
I'm gonna take the jar.
There's something that clanks inside of it, like a series of things. You kind of like
I'm gonna
rotate it back and forth. You can hear the little.
open it.
You open it up. It is about half full of teeth, mostly like back molars, several of them very fresh, with bits of
soon
blood
as-
still on them.
I'm near a cliff, right?
Not super near. You'd have to run a little bit to get to it, but
Just gonna chuck the teeth into the water for your patron?
you're not near the water of any kind.
Bruh.
Some teeth, bruh. Then I'm just gonna gently put it back down, turn around, and power walk back to the thing. To the
Hey,
cart.
Lucian, what was that? Alright. See how easy it was for me to be nice there?
A first for you, I'm sure.
I don't know that Ravi's actually been a random dick.
I'm just sitting there smiling.
He's just like confused by that. He's like, what do you mean? The nicest person here.
Discourse.
Oh my.
LGBT discourse.
No.
Yes.
This is not lesbian bi solidarity.
This is not what that
Discourse.
means.
I know, that's the opposite of what this is.
Exactly.
Like, wait, what?
Yeah, also my English was really struggling there too. I guess we continue on.
All right, so y'all just keep
After the
get moving
teeth.
again. Wait, Lucian, do you describe anything of what was over there? Or?
Bodies, jar of teeth. No. That's it. That's all I say. I was just like, there was a jar of teeth and bodies, and don't want to talk about the rest.
Alright.
Oren kind of looks over and goes, "That's really fucked up."
It is! Get used to it!
Yeah. Again, the life of the adventurer might not be for you, my friends.
No, I'm getting into it. Yeah. Come on,
That's
Oh,
what's
no.
making you get into it?
let's get some teeth.
That makes me
Yeah.
nervous. That makes me
Necromancy.
No!
What?
That was out of character. Sorry.
Okay.
This kid
The
sounds like you're
bones are
bloody.
their money. So are the worms.
I'm not getting it. But moving on. You all just keep heading. Keep on going. Gets to the end of the day because you make quite a bit better time. At one point, as you all kind of crest a hill on this path, he points. Oren points in the distance, and he's like, "There, you can kind of see it over this pass, and you can see what would have been at one point a large dwarven archway, 100 feet tall, another like 70 to 80 feet wide, and what you would expect to be just a large archway into a masterful kingdom is instead crushed and collapsed to just a sealed hole in the side of the mountains. It's like, yeah, they fell 100, 200 years ago, 300 maybe. I don't know the exact history, but
Probably pretty
it's
picked
not,
over
we're going
then.
near. The tower is near there. That's where we're heading. It's getting late though. Should we just bunk down, or should we try to press through?
Let's just
Bunk
count
down.
All right,
I
no
agree.
arguments here. You guys pull the mule and cart off to the side. The mule kind of jiggles like it wants free of the harness, which is easy enough to do. Oren kind of walks over to it and starts to unstrap. It's like, all right, let's,
Tie it off.
anybody have rope? Extra rope?
Yes. We're D&D
I have
characters.
rope.
We all have rope.
Oh, yeah,
We
let's-
all have rope that we never use.
We'll give him some extra line here. Ties him off at a tree where there's some grass growing to give the mule a little bit of movement. You all pitch tents and get ready for the evening. Who would like to be responsible for the watch for the night?
I can do first watch.
Which I
I'll do
mean,
number 2.
I don't mean. I mean, who wants to roll a d12 is my question.
Oh, well, I
Can
did
roll
last
a
time, so
D12?
someone else do it.
Right,
Can
Charlie, Lucian, who's doing it?
You can do it. It's fine.
Lucian, go for it.
Hoggers.
Well,
Now this is epic.
now this is pod racing. Shut up, old man Anakin.
7.
7.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I don't like the tone you said that.
Like how I say 7. Um, there's. It's relatively early in the evening as you. Or no, you would take more of a middle watch because you have dark vision. Um, you are kind of just looking out. You check the road. You check the forest behind you all. And then you glance up to the mountain range, and you see something move, and you're like, and then as you watch, a the moonlight catches a snake with wings, and out of nowhere, a massive bird just snatches it. Even from a pretty extreme distance, you still see a splatter of blood as it then the beak comes down to like eat this flying snake that got snatched out of the air. And then as you watch, you're just like, well, that was out of hand. And as you watch, something else flies in. A big cloud of fire engulfs this giant bird.
Was
Which
that
the giant bird tries to fly away, and you watch as something trails after it occasionally, engulfing it in fire again.
that a
And
dragon?
it
Continuing
ends
with
up
the Star
up
Wars
and
references.
over the mountains off the distance. Doesn't really approach any of you at any point. But you just watch this exchange in the night.
That's horrifying. Lucian's just gonna meditate and kind of try something.
Mm.
Lucian kind of wants to see if they can just contact a god, just like, hey, any gods, if you're out there, can you get me out of this shit? I have made terrible decisions.
I have made a mistake.
Make an Arcana check.
Jeff, when you said a flying snake, do you mean like literally like a real world style flying snake, like the ones that kind of flatten out and like jump,
like a very
or
large,
like a snake with wings?
like a literal snake with wings. So a large snake with wings.
Isn't that a type of celestial?
Got jumped by a giant eagle, which then got jumped by some sort of fire breathing dragon.
There's always a bigger fish.
Would this be an Arcana or religion check?
This is an Arcana check.
Okay. At 20.
Hey! Nice.
Nice. Very nice.
I'm specifically kind of leaning towards the Raven Queen, but any god. Help.
There's almost no reason for the Raven Queen to reach out for you for this. There's a silence with everyone else asleep. And you take to just center everything. And you can almost feel a pull back towards the water, and you just kind of lean in. You do think on your near death, and then you're near death, and then you're near death, over in a very short span of time. Oh, this doesn't seem like it's gonna go well. There's a pause, a silent brush against your hand, and you do see a feather land across your arm as you look down, singed on the edges, and start to burn back. And you can hear in your head a voice that says, Why would I take you under my wing? What good are you doing for anyone? It's yourself.
I've made so many mistakes, and today I realized how awful I've been, that everyone around me has the right to leave me, and I don't want to be alone again. I want to be better to deserve my friends, the people that I call friends. I want them to feel about me the same way I feel about them. I want them to trust me like I trust them. I don't I don't want to be left alone again. I I'm afraid. I'm terrified.
Fear is not always bad. Fear of the darkness, for fear of something that can attack, fear of those you've mistreated leading you. Fear is not the death of us. Fear is part of your life. It's something to use. Be worthy of your friends. Be worthy of your life. At least strive to be.
Okay.
And you look down, and the singed feather has turned black, and you expect this burnt giant eagle feather, that piece of down, probably from the back of the neck, that just drifted down to you from this fire. You expect it to be ash when you go to take it off of your arm, and then you pick it up, and it is whole. This is black, still smelling a bit of soot, but is clean to the touch. And you see the ring you had on your finger. It's not present.
It's gone.
It is gone. And you are holding this black feather. We're gonna have you guys level up to level 5.
That was awesome.
Umbra, I'd say Umbra, if you take your 4th level of monk, you hit your ability score increase, and you can switch your patron.
I'm celestial, I'm guessing.
You could go celestial. You would go celestial with it. You're going more for I'm trying to be a redeemed person of good. So I would say take 4th level of monk for your ability score increase, and at that same level ability score increase, go ahead and switch your patron over to celestial.
Yeah. More healing.
Healing.
It was that, but also like I don't want this hell that I've seen several times.
Yeah. Come be my lantern under the sea.
So
I'm
good
good.
point.
However, I might have.
So
However, I might have just accidentally created another villain.
oh, absolutely, you did, which is awesome.
I mean, they're
Alright,
mad,
so
but
DA
they're
for
not,
me.
you're not by the water.
You have no power over me, bitch.
It's a good thing you don't have
Alright,
parents that
so-
pirates or anything.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh, please,
no.
please give me a reason to fight a godlike entity. I've always wanted to kill a genie.
Always the goal. Always the goal.
Alright, so my DA
Are we
here.
allowing feats?
Oh yeah, rolling your hit points. Go for it.
Are we allowing feats?
7.
Feats that you feel are story-wise appropriate. Like you had a key attack of opportunity moment. So if you want to take Sentinel, that's fair, I would say.
Oh, that'd be. Or Polearm Master. Polearm Master would be cool.
I do think Polearm Master, part of it includes quarter salves, I believe. So
Yes.
if you want, you already have a bonus action attack option though, so I don't know if that's useful for you.
Yeah, I know. I'm just naming things.
You literally do. I think
will-
you might do less damage with the Polearm Master extra attack than you would with just
3rd level
stuff.
spells.
I now have 45 hit points.
Holy shiz. Charlie?
Yeah, I rolled a 7 plus 2, which is 9, and I had 36 hit points.
7 plus 3 is what I rolled, but my other laptop isn't working.
Oh,
'cause
gotcha.
It's a 14-year-old Dell.
Ooh.
So
I got one of those. It doesn't work.
I'll edit that later and let you know.
I gotcha.
What is the name of my patron?
I would say it's the Raven Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love. I'm sorry, I just love the Raven
I would
Queen.
say, as far as you know, it does seem to be a more redemption-oriented, possible, like, sub-being of the Raven Queen. But as far as you know at this point, it's some angel of the Raven Queen.
And that's awesome. Like, I love making warlocks of the Raven Queen because, like, the Raven Queen is kind of like she is. I always forget she's related to the Shadowfell, kind of, right?
Yeah, she's, I believe, in the Shadowfell somewhere.
Yeah.
But she's
And
sort of that goddess of death, but not the evil god of death kind of thing.
Well, yeah, like
she's
Hades.
Yeah.
the way I see it is she is the goddess of the natural order of death,
Yes.
which is I always flavor my Raven Queen warlocks as just like, hey, you can keep your powers as long as you slaughter any undead you find.
Right. But I would say this is more of an angel of the Raven Queen who is more interested in pushing people back off that edge of death when it's, appropriate. So hence the healing and stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, and Ravi, you have that Hex as a bonus action option.
Yeah, and I get my Font of Inspiration, so I get my Bardic Inspiration back on a short rest now.
Nice.
And I took the spell I took was slow.
Nice.
Oh, and proficiency bonuses go up.
Yeah, proficiency is up to a +3, which means a +6 on those expertise people.
Oh wait, dang it! That's a dragonborn feat. I was gonna ask if I could take the dragon fear feat.
Oh no, well, you don't have breath.
Yeah.
Well, you do kind
Plus-
of have a breath.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you do have
Plus
breath.
10 on performance now.
Oh.
I know, I have
Now they-
57 hit points.
What?
57.
Yeah.
Dang.
Would it make sense for
7
me to
plus
take
What you
5
been
for my
rolling?
constitution.
You have a
Oh.
+5 Constitution modifier?
What?
What?
I apparently.
I
I
don't
looked
know.
managing feat, it said +5 from constitution.
I think that's your saving throw.
Oh, no, it's
You don't
a
have your
plus 5
saving
on
throw
your
for hit points.
constitution.
You had just your mod.
No, it says hit point
it-
bonuses +5 for constitution.
Yeah, because you're level 5 and your con bonus is 1.
Oh,
Right.
that means
Oh,
yeah.
that makes it. What's your Constitution score?
Mine?
Yeah, what's your Constitution score?
Yeah.
Does it say in here? Just not saying here. Wait, I'll check on my phone.
What are you on?
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, so D&D Beyond, it automatically increases your hit points by your con modifier and by your level.
Mhm.
So if your con modifier is a 1 and you're level 5, then it will say +5 from Constitution.
Right. Not meaning +5 per level, but +5 total.
Oh, were you adding that +5 for your
Yeah, I was. Am I
Constitution?
not supposed to?
It automatically adds it, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I would.
Yeah, I don't do it so it automatically adds it. I just override HP and
Oh.
just add it myself.
That might be inappropriate. You have the HP of a barbarian of your level.
Yeah.
That's a thick.
Yeah, because
rogue.
D&D Beyond automatically adds your Constitution modifier.
Right. Since it's auto adding so much, you just hit the roll, and then that's all you're modifying is the roll versus the average, or however that works. I don't know. I don't actually use D&D Beyond, so I'm not sure about how.
Well, I typed in 57 from what it was before, and it stated that. Because I just added the...
Right, because you can manually modify it to whatever you want. We shouldn't be streaming
Yeah.
this whole conversation. I'll see everybody next time. We'll hopefully find out what happened to Razzie, but if not, the rest of us will see you next Friday. Good on ya. And,
Come back, Norvin!
Come back, Norvin! And then...
Baby, come back!
Baby, come back! Norvin, come back! Watch out for the fox on the road!
Yeah.
It's creepy and wants you to eat the chickies. Alright, so, I have had a character eat the chick before, and we describe it. So, probably good decision.
Bad touch. Bad touch.
Bad
Bad
touch.
touch.
Don't like
Good
that.
Alright, we will see you all next time.
You stop right there.
Bye.